Oh my goodness, it's been quite a bit. Hi chat. I know we have people coming on in from our ads, so I apologize in advance on that. Let me get some jingles in and we can get on started here. Let's see. Hopefully that volume ratio should be okay. Question mark. Oh my gosh, Cindy, sweetheart, what are you doing here? You have a full schedule yourself, dear. Can we have? Thank you for shouting out, City Fact. I appreciate it. Hello, hello, everybody. Let me welcome on in everybody. Let's see here. I see Mr. Doctor Cosmic. Thank you so much for resubscribing and welcome back. Let's see. I see Pacho, Buffets. Oh, hi, Shadow. Good to see you. Can we also have a shout out for Shadow Menace as well? And Shuang. Hello, I missed you too. A Sini Pack, Cool Dog, and Seb. Seb. Hello, I guess. Thank you. I appreciate the welcome backs. Now, my throat is a lot better than what it was a few days ago. But just to be safe, I do have a little bit of congestion. Oh, is my mic quiet? Oh my gosh. I could never win. Okay, hold on. Is it? Okay. All right. Put it back where it was. Well, all right, we're going to lower our ratios here. All right, I just got to... How's that? I just tweaked it so it's a little louder. How are you feeling with that? Better? Okay. It's just an ever so slight tweak. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, it's been a hot minute. Sorry. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. So just to make sure that my throat is full, it's like being better recovered, I do have a cough drop. I will be popping cough drops throughout the stream. Don't worry, I am not sick. It's just been sore from talking so much this past weekend. And I did have a little bit of swelling when I arrived back. That's why I wasn't able to stream yesterday. So sorry about that. I will have a little bit of sniffling action here and there. I apologize. But aside from that, we're good to go. I'm back. Oh my gosh, is that Schmoog? Hi! Oh my goodness. One of the lovely peeps I met at Weebcon. So good to see you, my dear. Can we have a shout out for Schmoog, please? Oh my gosh, I saw Schmoog's design. Oh my gosh, it's such a pretty design, man. I love it. As a fellow space person myself, I'm just like, oh, yes. So pretty. Lemon smoochies. Oh my gosh. How'd the tourney go? All right. I'll save it for the slideshow. But TDLR, I came and did the deed as best as I could. Dang, I forgot you were what did you think I was? We get it. Okay, maybe I'm not a star. Maybe I'm just a very attractive hot ball of gas. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Yes, I definitely came. Yep, that's exactly you. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I came, did the deed, and did my job, and left. Rode off into the sunset. This is why we can't have nice things. I'm not the one who made it weird, okay? I'm gonna make sure I'm definitely hydrated. Look at, they have special vacuums to clean the carpets. I will say the carpets at Weebcon were very luxurious. I will say, you have a point there. That's right. Yeah, Seb is right. I remember during loadout they actually saran wrapped it. You're right. I remember when I was packing my booth away. I heard a really loud like noise. I was like, "What was that?" And I looked to the end of the room. Yeah, they actually like went out of their way to saran wrap the room. That's really cool. Hi, Schleppy. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm gonna have some sniffling noises. I'm so embarrassed. Drop that Addy sploosh. That cosmic sploosh. No, man. They weren't ready. They weren't ready. Now, if the new Silas birthday banner happened to take place during Weebcon, then they would have had to really saran wrap that sploosh. Yeah. Oh, we have a treat from Balrog? Okay. All right. He's actually been doing well, by the way, chat. Balrog is okay. Happy to report. His appetite seems to be semi-okay. Or just have to bring his digestive system back to speed. Because every time, chat, every time I go out of town to sell at a con, my bunny is always on the verge of hot girl tummy problems because my folks that watches over him, they spoil him and give him too many treats. And sure enough, guess who gets to come back home to an upsetty tummy bunny? This gal. Let me go and get him a treat. Bella. Oh. So you're not gonna eat your dinner and breakfast, but you're gonna eat your treat? Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, I see how it is. All right, you've been spoiled. Absolutely been spoiled. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, he's spoiled. Oh, spoiled bun. Where's Bella chanting poopy bunny? You know, I actually, whenever he does actually have, kind of like a semi-GI station situation, which happens, I do massage his tummy in order to, like, encourage digestion. After wrapping him into a blanket, like one of those blanket burritos, and force feed him critical care and baby gas drops. Oh, you're right. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. That's crazy. I want to be called auntie. Oh my gosh. There's actually a tag called mommy milkers. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Okay. You got it, boss. Wait, you want to put mommy milkers as a tag? Oh my gosh. I mean, not yet, Jwag. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Sure. Let's take that out and do mommy milkers. It's the gooner in all of us. It's okay. We're respectfully gooning. We are cultured gooners. We're clean, organized gooners. All right. How much for the milk? Ooh, that's a good question. What do you mean not yet? The answer should be it's always in a state of mind. It's like the Hulk. Instead of I'm always angry, no, I'm always gooning. I may not be presenting myself as the gooner, but in the back of my head, it's on 24/7. Back of my head. Nothing like gooning to get you going throughout the day, right, chat? I don't wish to be a part of this chat anymore. Fancy. You know what? True. Don't worry, Shadow. I think the community here is pretty chill. It's just They're just silly little goobers. See, you just gotta change the N to a B, and yeah, we're just goobers, silly little goobers. Yeah, right, chat. Oh, you just woke up feeling goober. Yes, it's okay. It's okay, Shadow. We're just a bunch of goobers. Okay, silly little goobers. Life is something with the appreciation of the culture, what life has in store. You're so right, Schleppy. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Goony goobers. But man, what a week it has been, chat. I know I think like someone in the chat earlier was saying that I was on vacation. Sort of, kind of. It was definitely kind of a percentage. Yes, I had a blast, don't get me wrong. But yeah, that booth, it was all hands on deck situation, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I unfortunately was not able to grab much cosplay photos of myself this weekend just because how busy I was. Like, I barely had chances, nor like neither I or Seb were able to step away from our booth without having to call each other back to the booth for some sort of assistance. More like a work conference. I don't think con work is a vacation. Yeah, it sorry. Yeah, it definitely was not a full vacation, that is for sure. But it was very fun nonetheless. This Weebcon definitely was probably one of the more fun cons I've had a hot minute. Probably not since like San Japan. Yeah, San Japan or TwitchCon. It was like the last time. It was very very eventful weekend. That is for sure. Am I aching? I was aching, actually. Yes. So fun fact. So I I don't know how this came to be, but for some reason, every time I share a con with my friend Choco Jax, because like I had my friend Choco Jax, we did a stamp rally this time. I don't know how, but every time I share a con with her, I somehow get myself injured. Last time it was when I sprained my ankle, and this time I I heavily bruised my knees. So like during load-in day, the day before the con, I tripped while carrying one of the one of the merchandise crates, and I didn't want to damage the crate. So like I threw myself forward while trying to lift my knees as fast as possible to react to falling down. So I didn't scrape anything, but I bruised the hell out of my knees. Luckily, I was able to walk just fine, but I definitely had to put on like concealer to like hide the bruise because man, it was pretty it was a pretty colorful bruise. Oopsie. Using mostly you don't usually use, that's why. Mm. No. Conventions are more of a business approach, but the bag do not lie. Way to go, Addie. I mean, it's still like it's definitely a different vibe when you go to a con as a vendor rather than as an attendee. It's such a different schedule. Like I remember, I think like when was the last time I went to a con just to attend? I think it was off Kai. Yeah, I think it was off Kai. It was like the last time I actually just attended, and yeah, the difference in scheduling is so different. Because at least like I remember like always getting up in the morning. I'm like, wait, why the fuck am I awake? I could just go back to sleep or just grab breakfast and not be in a rush. Or like I don't have to be ready until like noon or something like that, you know? And I can actually stay up and party or talk to people or hang out with people late at night. Because like I remember I would constantly be like, oh, it's getting late. I gotta get up at like what, like between 5 to 7 in the morning to go put on my cosplay and then be at my booth by like 9 or 10 a.m. Yeah. That logic did not apply for Weebcon, by the way, chat. Your girl partied and did booth business. Did I get sleep? No, which is probably why I got sick. Or my throat was just that jacked up because of it. But you know what? I think it was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. The Carmen Jessica hangout, the baller Choco Doggle. I mean, it was worth it. It was really fun getting to spend time with Choco Jax. It's been a hot minute since I got to hang out with her. And I don't think it'll be the last time either. Because I always pop by to say hi to her booth at conventions in Cali. And Weebcon happened to be the first convention that's out of Cali for Choco Jax. So it was a very big thing for her. So I'm very glad things went okay for her. I would check up on her. I ran a stamp rally for her too, to order, like, to help increase like foot traffic as well, which I will show the prize of what we made. You guys saw me make it. It was the Vocaloid Mesmerizer with Teto and Miku. Happy to report that sold out. So like it was a successful rally. So I'm very glad. The merch at the cost of her butt. Yeah, basically, Shavo. I too was tired. Yeah, you were, Seb. Oh my gosh, Seb was absolutely the GOAT this week in chat. The amount of work Seb had to do this weekend, because not only he helped out with the booth, but he was also helping out with Oshi Bar business. This guy deserves praise, honestly. Great work this weekend, Seb. Naked? Huh? Naked? Huh? Huh? Where? Chocodex is Paul dog. Whenever I see her arm, like I'm to make a fluffy sponge cake with my eyes. Yeah, Choco is goated too. Yeah, I really commend her discipline with all the amount of work she outputs. It's very impressive. Hi Taco, welcome to the stream. Sub channel is in her boss bowl to get all the work done. Actually, yeah. I bartended right after the artist was done for the days. Yeah, honestly, like, I actually had to go and check up on Seb to make sure that he wasn't overworking himself, because, like, not only was he helping out with the booth, again, he was bartending at night. So I had to make sure, like, hey, bro, you good? You ready? You ready to go to bed? You good? But let me think. I think like one of the more interesting things, which I don't know if I properly announced it, chat, but I got to MC for a concert, for the Easterfest concert. That was fun. So remember I told you guys that I was planning on cosplaying Cha Cha Your Mom for Weebcon. So the day I did do it also happened to fall under the day of the Easterfest concert, which is one of the VTuber concerts that took place. And so because Cha Cha Your Mom was gonna be performing at that one, I was asked to introduce to her on stage with my cosplay. So it wasn't like a full-on performance, but I actually did get to like go up on stage with my mic and my Cha Cha Your Mom cosplay and just be like, hi chat, like not hi chat, like hi everybody, how's everyone doing tonight? Get everyone all hyped up for Cha Cha's performance. I can't shout. I just recovered my voice. I can't shout just yet. Who did that? Was that the mods or someone who just came in? Always you falling, of course. Thank you for the hydrate. I do have some iced tea with me, and I also have an iced Americano with honey. So, definitely have some nice energizing, but I do have something hydrating. Yeah. And it's gonna be popular with that VTuber with that performance. I didn't get to perform in that concert, but ow! I chat now. Stop! I was trained too well. I had hot Cinnabon coffee. Cinnabon sounds so good. Oh my gosh. You know what sucks? Ah! What was all this? Who's refunding the points? That was a lot. That was aggressive. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Don't make me spit it. Don't make me spit. No sound effects? What the heck? How odd. Okay, then I'll have to investigate that. Thank you for telling me, Seb. I wonder why that is. Okay. But sound wise broken. Okay, I'll have to investigate. Again, there's gonna be quite a bit of maintenance I'm gonna be doing when I come back. Since coming back from Weebcon chat, so I did also announce it on my Twitter, but I'm also gonna probably announce it on my Discord as well. That my portfolio site and my online shops are going to be closed for about a week or so, because I gotta update everything, because we have a lot of new stuff that we made together on stream that I haven't shown properly on my galleries. So we're gonna update with that. A treasure train? That's new. Ooh, I think that might be I think it's a new feature. Let me see. Treasure train, unlock a limited time 35% off gift subs at level 2 during this train. Whoa. It's fancy. I guess it's kind of like a sister hype train in a sense. That's fancy. I need you to beatbox the sound effects. Are you really scared of trains? Oh my gosh, you just reminded me, buffets. I think like one of the I think in like my hotel room, it actually was very train centric. I remember on the walls of the hotel room, they had like pictures of trains where it was like either like a train blue diagram or like a photo of like a railroad or like a like aesthetic shot of a train. It was weird. It was like just this specific room I was in. It was like very train centric. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gift of subs. What the heck, Schleppy? Thank you. Okay, so we've unlocked 35% off on gifted subs. Wow. That's a discount. Let's see. Oh, hi, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming in. Question, did the sound effect for that redeem work? Did the cat scream redeem work? Because if that's broken too, then I'm going to have to do a lot of construction this weekend. Oh, no. That's so unfortunate. No cat scream. Okay, that's very unfortunate. All right. Looks like I've got a lot of maintenance to do. All right. Well, I guess I came back to a broken OBS. Because I hear everything's just fine. So there's something with the output settings that got wonked up. Oh, goodness gracious. I guess I'm just cooked, chat. I'm so sorry about that. Let me think here. Let's see. Aside from that, yeah. What does he technician Eddie do? Technical work. Oh, maybe not on stream, but that's gonna probably be my weekend. While also prepping up for not one, but two Levity Space Cup sleeves that are coming up next weekend. Your girl's gonna be busy for Pookie's birthday events. Hi, I'm Double C. Could I like to say it was nice meeting you again in Weebcon. Hope Yoshi Lounge treated you well. Yes, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for coming by to say hello. I hope never be a stranger. Yeah, I hope we could chat again and never be a stranger. Yes. do fix your pixie wire with my... I'm sorry, what? With my what now? Fix my PC wiring with my grippers? That's a crazy take, bro. Thank you for your daily wish, Moon. That's wild. All right, let's see here. I think we're just about ready to start loading up the slideshow. I do have like a couple of pictures despite how busy it was this weekend. Unfortunately, I think like again, I was not able to get much cosplay photos of myself, chat. Just because again, it was a very all hands on deck situation. I barely, yeah. I will say though, the cosplays I wore, if you guys were at Weebcon, on first day I did Cha Cha Your Mom. Second day I did Anka from Animal Crossing, and then the final day I did Tifa, but is the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth version. Yeah, it's okay. You can put the cosplay on right now. I'm sorry, right now. That's crazy. Does Cha Cha look like a mom? A very hot one. Yes. Yes, I did get to meet Cha Cha, your mom, as well, because she had a meet and greet at Weebcon. And I am happy to report that the cosplay was Cha Cha, your mom approved. Very much approved. I didn't realize at the time that she was streaming the time I went to go say hi to her at her meet and greet. And yeah, I remember like I think like later, a couple of days later, I had like a couple of friends message me. It's like, Addie, you're viral. I'm like, huh? Yeah. Someone clipped my very brief time cosplayed as Cha Cha, and yeah, that was cool. I've been now labeled the cosplay as a biblically accurate Cha Cha your mom. It's very great. I am looking forward to possibly in a future project also to maybe work on her other cosplays, because I was actually very tempted to work on a bunny girl model that just came out, but unfortunately due to Weebcon's dress policy, especially when it comes to bunny girls, I was gonna be safe and just do her OG one. I was made Addie feel great, but also quite embarrassed. Why embarrassed? Oh, you didn't know that was me as Cha Cha? Yeah, that was me cosplaying as Cha Cha that day. Yeah. I'm very impressed for how long my days were and how long my cosplay kept itself together, because I think like for day 1 and day 2, I'm pretty sure I wore my cosplay. Let me see. Give or take maybe like 7. Yeah, I would have like my cosplay on by like maybe 8 a.m. and I would have it on to like 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah. So my Cha Cha, your mom, and my uncle one, I probably wore it from like 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. Yeah. I'm very impressed how long my makeup lasted. I highly recommend, chat, if you want a good primer that keeps your makeup on for hours, the Milk. There's like a photo finish primer made by Milk. Really great product. I highly recommend it. That primer doesn't mess around. Congrats on finishing the hype train. Let's see. Hold on, let me see what I got from this hype train. Ooh, it's like a little ghost girl. There you go. I'll share what I got. Yeah. I need unrecognizable in cosplay. You know, it's really funny you say that, Zhuang, because I think my cosplays made it so that way whatchamacallit, I would meet people on one day of the con, and then when I say hi to them at another day at the con, they don't even realize it's me until I say it's me, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, Addie, I didn't recognize you because you look so different. Or like when I say hi to them outside of cosplay, and I would say hi to them in cosplay and they don't recognize me, which means I guess I'm doing something right. I'm definitely getting better at my shape shifting skills, which is great. Oh, you're very sweet. Thank you. I'm still very much a little babu, but I do appreciate the support from our community here. I'm coming for surgery. Oh my gosh, butt face. Please take care of yourself. Excuse me, I'm having like some congestion right now. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing any messages. Was a Friday at Gaber Sucks at Exhibitor Hall. Oh yeah. So like I remember for a Gamer Subs. Oh yeah, it's super busy down there. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for everyone like vending down on the first floor. I got a special treat for myself, low key a cheat week. Oh, what you get? It's like you're wearing the sun so bright. You're very sweet. Let me think. Yeah, I'm honestly, I know for a fact that like I'm sure the foot traffic was much more busy down on the first floor because if you guys weren't at Weebcon, my table location was in the Oshi Lounge, and the Oshi Lounge is on the third floor of the convention center rather than the rest of the first floor where Artist Alley, Exhibitor, and the GG Subs booth were. And so on the third floor, you have like the main stage event, you have like the Japanese seiyus, I think like panel rooms, and the Oshi Lounge is where the feature meet and greets were. And so I kind of low key was, how do I explain it? I'm kind of like just a teeny bit relieved just by how hectic the layout was for the first floor. It was I would jokingly say all weekend how I would tell all my vendor friends down on the first floor, I hope you're surviving the trenches, basically, because man, that layout, it was almost a maze with some like with how some of these tables were placed. Oh, Bucky nuggets. Oh, those are tasty, but I can't really have them because of how sweet and sticky they are. Not very good for my teeth. This would be the vibe of people being taken aback, learning a voice actor like they did a certain role. Sounds so distinct. Good hallmark of your skills, you bamboozling your brethren. I guess I'm doing something right. What's over in their stamp rallies? It was crazy fighting some tables. Yeah, I definitely had to like redirect a couple of times to some people to find some of the peeps. That's why I think like for one of my stamp rallies, I was in 11 Deep Space one. I ended up volunteering as the prize pickup point just because I was the only table that was up on the third floor, and it was just easier just to go up and just finish the rally. I would just I would give them the prize when they're done just because it's my table is actually a lot easier to find than the map. It's very chaotic down there. But it was really also just nice to meet all of my vendor friends that I've met in previous events, and artist friends as well. I think like one of the things let me rephrase that. Two things I regret I was not able to do fully on the first floor in the vendor hall was one, kind of like take my full time with the VCard tournament at the Gamer Subs booth. Like I went there, got my deck put together with the help of friends at the booth. I made friends at the booth. Just unfortunately, due to my schedule overlapping with the tournament times, I just could not fully participate. So I tried to do what I could, but I wanted to at least show up, show that I care, show that I participated. I had a deck ready. I literally was missing one Einten and I had a very lovely friend supply it for me. I believe Lux is her name. Very sweet of her. So I will not forget the kindness. And then the other one I regret was not being able to go to the UKL booth and use the punching machine in my Tifa cosplay. I was not able to go downstairs whatsoever because every time I stepped away for even a break, I kept being called back inside for help. Which is a good problem, but still, I was like, no, I wanted to at least use the punching machine. No. Yeah. All right. Let's go and start up this little slideshow. We got like a couple little pickies here and there. You don't want me to punch. You don't like hurting people unless they really deserve it. Anyone to show how strong she was. I just thought it would have been really great content to like use the punching machine as Tifa. Yeah, I thought it'd be good content. Next time, chat. Next time. Excuse me. Let me switch over to here. Gosh, I'm so sniffly right now. I'm gonna sip some water. I'm kind of low-key tempted to eat some of the candies I got from one of my friends at Weebcon. I had a friend that actually went to go study in Europe, and when I met her at Weebcon, she actually got me like a little bag of candies from like different parts of Europe that she traveled to. Super duper sweet. So again, I can't wait to try them, but I'm gonna. But I see that some of them has dairy in it, so I'm waiting till like my throat's a little better before I can take anything with dairy. Oh yeah, you like my my laptop setup, chat? Wish I candy ate the rest of my peach rings today. Oh, peach rings sounds so good. All right. So here's my little setup because this is when I was making my way to the airport. Man, I'm not gonna lie, chat, bro. This day was rough for me because this was like I think the day before I had to get to Weebcon. So this day was super hectic because like not only did I had to fly out. But as soon as I arrived, I had to do inventory check and just make sure, like, basically, like, we printed, cutted, and, like, counted, like, basically inventory that we needed. And, like, I had to make sure also to check on the inventory that I finally got arrived from the manufacturer. Luckily, basically almost everything arrived in time except for like lenticular stickers, but that was like a very low priority. But we got the new business cards and all the inventory, so that was very good. And then load everything up and then drive from Houston to Dallas. So I was basically traveling all day long. I think like more than 12 hours because like I left for the airport probably at around 9 a.m. And yeah, it was definitely like more than 12 hours of ordeal, just nonstop traveling. So I was a pretty long day. It was fun though because I got to go and see some nice little sceneries. I always like looking at the road trips. I always look forward to them. They're very fun. 12 hours sounds like a nightmare. It's at least 12 hours cosmic. At least. Yeah. But I got to Dallas just fine. No problems. But again, it was just I warned Seb in advance, like, bro, you better have some energy drinks ready for me because I'm gonna need it. How much caffeine did you have? Not too much actually. I mostly just had like I think just like one can actually. I didn't have coffee in the morning for the airport just because I didn't want to have any tummy issues during my flight. And then I think I was just running on pure adrenaline, I think, because when I got to the airport, luckily the TSA line wasn't crazy bad, so that was very nice, especially with like the whole TSA situation. But aside from that, uh, I was basically getting a boot catalog ready while on my flight. So that's why I had my laptop out. I was basically getting all the new merchandise into a little catalog, and I printed it out as a little menu with prices, which it did help at the con. So I'm glad I made it. But uh with the amount of copies I made, people took them all. So I'm gonna have to make more in the future and also put it in text. Please do not take it from the booth. It is meant to look. It's just for looking only. Or maybe have it laminated so it's like less likely to be taken. I don't know. Because I actually had it like fold up as like a little brochure pamphlet or something like that to make it work. But yeah, if you guys like see my little water bottle, oh my gosh, it's hard to show, but like this little water bottle right here, honestly, I love this thing so much. It's so well ventilated. Like it's like basically a metallic water bottle, so it's pretty well insulated, and you don't get that water sweat as well. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure it's a European type cap because of how it opens, because the cap is attached to this little part right here. But yeah, I just put a bunch of Silas stickers that I've collected in previous events and just slap that on there. I've got like probably this little spot of prime real estate that's left. So I'm trying to find like little tiny Silas stickers that could fit that space, you know? But let's see. Ah, yes. So this is basically it's like a this is what the Neurosummer prize. I don't know if for those who were present when we were cooking this prize together, chat. This is what it ended up looking like. Look how nice it came out. This prize, chat. Man, I remember I was talking with Natty Boo when I was making this stamp rally. And I was like, okay, well, you know, like usually like the average prize count for something like this is like 30. So I think like we'll do 30. And the daddy's like, girl, you're going to need more. I'm like, oh, okay. So we did 50 because that's like what was in our budget at the time. This thing disappeared by the end of day one. Like probably like maybe like a few hours into like day 2, we were completely out of prizes after like 50 prizes, which is insane. Yeah, these things flew off the shelves. So, needless to say, I think I'm gonna be making like a separate prize set. Like I'm gonna make a separate like Neuro Sama charm, or maybe like a different merch type, because I didn't think there was such a high demand for her in general, and you don't really see Neuro Sama merch at all. So, yeah. I'm definitely gonna consider making a standalone prize or maybe something similar like this in the near future, since it seemed to do extremely well. What do you mean you ate 8 of them? Like, did you just chomp up these charms? Just go yum yum yum? Like, Axolotl, hi! Oh my goodness. I was just about to go and check up on you once I was feeling better from Weebcon. I hope you and Tama are doing well. Can we have a shout out for Axolotl, please? Who would be on the other side, Balrog? I was thinking like maybe like I don't know if I did a standalone one, it would be like a charm prize set like this, but maybe I could do like a 2-sided charm where like one side is regular Neural Sama and then the back would be evil Neural. But I think people really like the fact that like you actually have Videl, the turtle, just like in the center when you put them together, like because it's attached like a magnet in the middle. People really like that, so I'm really glad people liked it. It was a very successful stamp rally. And then the other one that I did with Choco Jacks was the Vocaloid Mesmerizer stamp rally. And so we had a Miku and a Teto one that had like a really nice bright red acrylic. And it also is attached with magnets when you put them together. Hi, Gon. Hi, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. Maybe making more VTubers. Oh, that is a good question. We're probably gonna have at least probably at least one stream a week where we do like merchandise brainstorming. So I'm always down for suggestions on what's gonna be the next VTuber. I do have like I actually do have like a little list of like the next coming up VTubers that I would like to turn into peakers or like into car decals. I think it just depends on like what people want more. But I think for peakers, hard to say because like the next VTubers I want to work on as either a decal sticker or peaker is gonna be Vexoria. I want to make an updated design of Numi because we have like an older model design of Numi. Let me think. I think also maybe like an updated bow design too because I love her Pillow Princess, but she has a lot more new models. I do want to do like a Zentreya one, Katy Cat, Milky Ways. Yeah, so that's like what I was thinking of on the top of my head. Oh yeah, and Camilla as well, Kamimi. Yeah, so that's what I have in mind. Oh, one more Addy. Unfortunately, I will be selling at Weebcon, but I'm going to try my best to get a table of San Japan, but I'll always announce it if I'll have it available at the online shop as well. Excuse me. Again, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be very sniffly. We don't want more Addy. Well, we can always cook up some more Addy merch together, chat. Don't you worry about your pretty little hedge. Don't worry. We'll probably have some more limited edition prints. I'm probably going to actually start putting all of our previous Addy prints on the online shop because I haven't had a chance to actually post them. So you guys will have access to the Addy prints that I had previously on the shop pretty soon as well once I finish updating or doing the maintenance. So sorry about that. Speaking of Addy merch, bro, people love these stickers. I'm so happy people like them. Yeah, we got the thank you sticker. And yeah, people loved it. So I'm actually going to be sending these out to be given away at Cyphacon. But side news for those who haven't seen the title, I'm also going to be having my next virtual meet and greet at Cyphacon. So if you guys happen to be going to that con, I'm gonna have a couple of meet and greet slots actually, where I think 2 of them I'll actually be playing a game with you during our meet and greet slot. Or like during your time interacting with me, you'll probably have like 8 to 10 minutes playing a game with me. And then just like a regular chatting meet and greet for one of the slots. Yeah. Yeah, Cyphacon. It is gonna be it's a con in Louisiana. Yeah. And it has like super late times too because like it's not they're running on a different time schedule than vendor hours. So it's very interesting. Finally get to see a convention in another state. Woo. Brought to you by DemiPack, by the way. Oh my gosh, everyone in that agency are super sweet. I know, we're finally touching bases outside of California and Texas. Whoa! Will it be on your store? Yes. I will be updating a bunch of new products coming in on the online shop, whether it be on Ko-fi or Etsy, whichever is more convenient to our buyers. So please keep in mind on that. I will be updating it, and everything should be updated by within a week or so before I have to go and vend for the Silas birthday events. Hee. Cosmic, depending on the stock, we can always restock unless you're gonna just constantly be like, oh, you're restocking? Yoink. That's fine. Matara, Izu, and Lena. We'll also get Camila. So we already have Matara. We have Evil Matara, like her newer model, already done as a peaker. So I will be updating it on the online store because we didn't update her design on the online shop. So the newer ones that haven't been put on online shop has been Amelie, Kenji, Sayu, and Matara. So, but I will definitely consider Yuzu and Lena and Camilla as well. I need a warehouse for all the stock I'm going to buy. That's crazy, Cosmic. I appreciate it though. Well, I saw Pataria, but I couldn't find her on your store. Yeah, I just haven't updated it because she literally just arrived before I left her Weebcon, and I want to. I'm gonna try to also update the online store so that way you can actually see the peakers in action, because I really want to really sell the fact that the eyes follow you. Amelie has such a pretty voice. All right, let's see here. Oh, I'm like slow key trying to fight off a sneeze, and it's just like in the back of my brain, just itching to come out. Oh yeah, look how cute this Easter Bucky's inflatables I saw. Look how cute it is. Look at this silly little guy. You're probably gonna be seeing a couple Bucky's photos just because. Yeah, I was on full general delirium, and I'm just like, look at this silly little guy. So like this specific Bucky's I went to, they didn't have the statue, but they had this out front, so I thought that was cute. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a silly little guy. Oh, excuse me, I need to pop my nose. There we go. Did you get Bucky's nuts? Oh, like the candy pecans or the candied nuts? No, only because candied nuts is a little it's a little dangerous for me to eat, because anything sticky like that, so like anything like the candy pecans or the Bucky nuggets, I can't have them just because it'll make my tooth ache. I unfortunately have an exposed nerve that I have to watch what I eat, because I can only fix this with a root canal. This has nothing to do with my hygiene. It's just because when I used to have braces, something shifted that caused an exposed nerve in one of my molars, and I cannot fix it unless I get a root canal to like actually sever the nerve. So yeah. So I can't have anything like sweet and sticky, like very sticky sweet stuff, or like like syrups as well. So like whenever I have honey and maple syrup, I have to be very careful consuming that, or like I only eat it on one side, or else I will have like it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's basically that, twin. Yeah, basically that. It's a little rough, but there are some sort of things from Bucky's that I love getting, like pre-con and post-con snacks. So pre-con, I try to get snacks that are like more protein and high protein, low carb friendly. But after the con, bro, all protein, all carb. Gloves are off. I get to be big back after a con. It's great. Huge unlucky. Yeah. Whatever, cat. But I'm trying to remember, what did I have on the way to I'm trying to remember. Because aside from my energy drink, I think I had I had like a Chipotle burrito, I think is what it was. Which I'm very proud of myself with that one, just because of the fact there's beans in that burrito, and I am slowly but surely trying to get over my food icks. Because if you guys don't know, chat, beans is actually, I'm very picky when it comes to beans, and like basically refried beans, black beans, or like beans within like that certain texture range I can't handle, but I can handle like lima beans, edamame beans, and red beans. So I'm very proud of myself for fighting my icks and being better. What about toe beans? I don't know about consuming them, but they're fun to squish. That Addy after a con. Yeah, basically. I'm ravenous. Absolutely ravenous. Oh my god, 52 chicken nuggets sounds so good, actually. Yeah, no, that's why I'm trying my best to like beans more, just because I cannot deny the fact that of how good the macros are and the price point as well. So, oh yeah, So at my booth, one of our community members, BG Bossum, came on by and was getting his hat signed by different VTubers slash content creators. So I got to sign it. I got to sign someone's Yeehaw hat. It was great. Yo, I will say though, whoever's signature was this right here, that's so freaking cool. I'm definitely gonna I'm in practice to get a updated signature. Because man, that looks so sick. This person's been practicing. But they even have like little characters for some of them as well. I think this one was signed by Side Night and Happiness. This little one right here, which is so cool. The fact that I get to share the same space. It's pretty poggies. Ah yes, and here is the abode. My abode for the whole week in chat. So I got this setup was so nice, chat. We got not one but 2 tables. We were so spoiled with this one, chat. I think it was like a nice good 12 feet of space. So we had like so much room in the back. And here's little me. That, by the way, my only photo I got of myself as Anka this whole weekend. That's the only photo of Technician Addy as Anka, because I was not able to grab any photos. But yeah, it was very nice. It was just so luxurious. The backspace, we had so much room in the back that I was able to take all of my merchandise out and just pull out whatever we needed for people who are purchasing. The doggies had plenty of space to display themselves with all the sides. We had all of our new merch slash like restock. So our Kenji shaker charm made it in times with our Chibidoki shaker charm. Also, our previous Addy prints, which I will be putting up on the online store. All of these will be updated on the online store, whatever is new here. We also have our acrylic peakers. By the time I took this photo, Juniper sold out just because the bug girl agenda was very strong at this con. So Matara and Juniper were probably like one of the most sold item of the peakers. But as you can see, we also had Kenji, Amelie with our Snow Bunny variant, Sayu's tech support, and then we also have our new Love and Do Space Katie Butler peakers as well, which will be also sold at the upcoming event next week. And yeah, there we have the Matara right there. I placed her specifically next to Juniper upon Matara's request, because she wanted to be next to Juniper. I support the bug girl agenda. I do too. I do as well. And then we have all of our car decals. So we actually have like a nice row of all of the vinyl sticker versions and then the car decal versions. So I just wanted to like actually show what each of the finishes look like. But I'm very happy how they all turned out. They're going to be nice and durable upgrades. But yeah. I think like I'm gonna need some of those stickers. I will update them within the week. Yes, we've got a lot of updates to do. We have plenty of stock on everything. Unfortunately, Juniper is the only one we ran out of stock on when it comes to like the VTuber merch. And I feel bad because we actually had someone ordered Juniper while I was out at Weebcon. I'm like, no, of course the one I sold out on. So I'm gonna have to like, I already notified the customer that they'll have to wait for a restock. That's an oopsie. But I'm very glad people liked it. And then we have our reusable grocery bags, which also did well. Caleb's completely sold out. So now we only have Xavier, Zane, and Raphael until I do the next batch. Judy's in my cart right now. Yeah, just I probably should update on the store. Juniper is sold out. I have to update that. I apologize. I was gonna update that like when I was feeling better. But yeah, it is sold out. You'll have to wait for like an additional 2 weeks for the restock to come back in. I apologize. We also have like, Yes, we are gonna get a restock. It's just gonna take some time to get the restock in. We also had these. If you guys saw in a previous stream, we had our Pokemon Mega Evolution Charms that also got. I think like yeah, people once they saw what it was, they loved it. So I think it's just I have to kind of like put a sign saying like Mega Evolution Stone Charms or something, because yeah, I had to point it out that they were there, which is definitely just a visual thing rather than a product issue. Evolution Charm. Oh my gosh, now you make me feel like as if I'm a Digimon. I feel like I would be more like a Digimon because there's don't you ever notice like a Digimon? It's like you get like you get a cute little Digimon and then it either evolves into like either like a mecha organic character, like an organic mecha like character, or hot woman. I've noticed this. This is a pattern I'm seeing. Not against it. Let me see. Then we have our Obey Me stickers and then all of our cute little meme stickers. I will say though, for the whole weekend, the VTuber merch and the Dockies definitely held their weight. We also had brand new plush buttons as well. We had a Ditto one, which did pretty well, and also which had Atelier. Yeah, so that was a nice interest check too on that. I'll put those on the online store as well. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right, Cosmic. But yeah, that's all you're getting of Technician Addy as Anka, chat. So sorry. That's all you're getting. Just the ever so slight money shot right there. I'm so glad I got to get the necklace fixed too. But yeah. All right. So this is back at day one. I was going to the V cards tournament. So I'm just showing you guys like what the space looked like for the V card tournament. So they actually had like a little gameplay, little pamphlet here that actually explains the rules at the different effects, which is really helpful. Yeah. This was so nice to have. I think I only grabbed one copy and I left it with my merchandise, but basically, it had a nice little gameplay on how to play, and in the back it shows you all the different effects on cards, which is really I really appreciated having that because I think that was like the only thing I was still trying to like get down pat. They had like mat boards already set up and also dice already on the table for you to use, so you just had to bring your cards and just bring your booty over. That's crazy, Cosmic. I would have to figure out what game I would play with it on. That's a good question. Oh, yeah. Not only was the setup nice, but I remember I was stressing trying to find unlimited cards to finish my set. I did not know, chat. They had boxes of non-hollow bulk of set 1 and set 2 legal cards that you could build a deck from. Had I known this, I would not have been sweating so much about completing my deck to play. I was almost deliriously laughing, being like, that's crazy. I wish I knew this. It was honestly very generous and very kind of GG subs to actually have this setup just so like people could build what they need. I literally told you this. I did not recall. That's on me then, Shadow. Because I needed to make sure whether or not they had it in stock. It's better safe than sorry, to be honest. Better safe than sorry. Because I think like aside from the supports I needed, they didn't have 10s. It was just all like non-hollow cards. So I wanted to make sure everything was good. Such a good order getting the cards that I didn't have. It was nice of them. Yeah, honestly, the fact that it's just all there in just boxes like that, it's very generous. And then this was little old me sitting at the table. This is like basically when I was on standby for sign after checking in. Excuse me. I need to drink water. 1 second. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Sorry, chat. I feel like there's a cough coming. I might have to mute myself. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I ended up having to cough. Anyways, hello. Okay, so yeah, I was basically just taking a nice little break while on standby after signing in for the V card tournament. So I got to go and just kind of just like organize my cards, make sure everything was sleeved properly because I just like was able to grab like the I-10 I needed thanks to Lux, and then I got to meet some new friends. So yeah, I did get to go as promised, chat. I went to the V card tournament as Cha-Cha. As promised. I tried. I really did. And this was me with the friendos that I made while waiting on standby. So, yeah, I made friends. I know, it's crazy. Shocker. Addy can make friends. Y'all thought I don't have friends. There's my proof. I can make friends. Yeah, it was really nice chatting with them. They also were like, "Did you flip the table?" Nah, I couldn't. We had to keep the table nice and pretty for everyone competing. But we had just like a nice little chat of like what everyone was building, what cards they used, and whatnot. This person actually had like a whole little like tray set with like GG subs and had like a whole little maid outfit, which was so cool. Very tempted. I should have flipped the table and then immediate cleanup afterwards. I mean, my Addie is a mommy proof. Oh, you're calling me a mommy and the proof is in this cosplay. Yeah, you make your friends at the party. Yeah, everyone was super friendly. Everyone was really chill and just honestly just being chillin'. There was no stress whatsoever. And then one of them actually brought their one of one card. So they actually had like the Lord Aethel card, one of one. So I got to go and take a photo of it. That was really cool. Very nice. Let me take a look at. Oh my gosh. Throat, can you chill? I'm glad my throat's not swollen, but dang, come on, let me speak. Yeah, we gotta touch some rare air right there. That's some rare stuff. Woo! I think it's slabbed too. That's not a top loader. That's like a full on, like a nice, a little thicker of a slab. Not like a PSA slab, but definitely much more sturdy than a top loader. She's pretty. Who is that? That's Cha-Cha. Your favorite mom, Cha-Cha. I will say though, the cosplay very comfy. The heels were heavily padded. I loved it. It was so nice. This is the only time you will hold a one-of-one. I mean, I think I held a one-of-one in San Japan as well. Someone pulled a 101 when they were opening up V cards at San Japan. I got to go and hold and take a look at. I just forgot to take a photo. No, I did show you guys. I think it was Freems. Yeah, it was Freems 101. Yeah, it's San Japan. Trying to remember. Chacha's like Fillion's mom. For the bit, yes, I believe so. But Cha-Cha is actually a mom. Oh yeah. So this photo, it was when we were doing sound check before the Easter Fest concert. I just thought it was really funny because this is a photo from my from the stage, you could literally see all the way at the back of the room my duckies just chilling there during sound check when I was on stage. I was like, wow, yeah, yep, that's my stuff. You can really see it from a distance. Wait, she wants more kids? Wow, power to her. I mean, if you can handle raising that much children with like whether or not you have like the financial and mental and physical strength to do so, by all means, more power to her. You find the ducky Addie's nearby. Oh boy, I love my girl dinner. I just love how you could just see in the distance. It was just a funny pic I took. Oh yeah, here's my photo, the full body pic with Cha-Cha herself. I was approved by Cha-Cha herself. I remember I was at my table. I was basically just chilling at my table, and her mods were like, "Oh, Addie, can you like come on over? She's having her meet and greet, and she wanted you and your cosplay for the table." Like, "Oh, okay, I'm coming." And so when I make it over there, I was just like interacting with her, and I got a few pictures with her. What I didn't know, chat, is so yeah, this is Cha-Cha. So I got to take a photo with Cha-Cha herself, approved by Cha-Cha. I didn't know at the time that she was actually streaming. I didn't realize she was live while during her meet and greet. So there are clips out there now with my cosplay on display, and I'm very flattered with the amount of very lovely comments about the cosplay, and I'm very grateful for it, and I'm looking forward to try to do more outfit variants in the future, because I really did want to do her bunny girl outfit. The skirt, it's actually like two pieces actually. So like let me see. So like the skirt itself, it's actually a skirt. So it's actually like a very comfortable tennis skirt. And I added a sash on top in order to get the color and shape just right. Because she actually had like this nice wraparound one, so I tried to match the colors accordingly. Yeah, the comments on the clips. I'm shocked because apparently like I remember when Chacha saw my cosplay, she told me that apparently I'm like one of the first people to like go to a con with a Cha-Cha cosplay. I was like, there's no way. But if that is the case, then I am very honored to be her first, and I will be continuing to do so. Yeah, that's what she told me. I'm pretty sure there are cosplays out there, but I think it's like the first one that she saw at a con herself, I think. I did see a lot. I mean, a lot of boing boing comments. Oh my gosh! I might have to pull the clip aside. She did ask me to do a little twirl for her for that clip, if I recall. Yeah, when I was twirling, yeah, there was a lot of boing boing action. And you know what? That's fine. VTuber bought us have boing boing clips, see? I just was trying to be realistic with VTuber physics, you know? Yeah, with boing boing, just like this. And I was just rotating around, just doing a little 360 spin. Yeah. But I'm very glad it was well received. I'm also very happy you can't see my bruise from here in chat because yeah, I had like really heavily bruised knees. You can't even tell in this photo I have bruises on them right now because I put a lot of concealer. Pull the clip. Okay. I don't think I have the problem is though, because the sound's a little wonked up right now. I don't think I have the audio working. Hold on. Gotta make it as accurate as possible. Yeah, I saw in the comments that this was they thought it was pretty accurate. I'm very flattered. Hold on, let me see if we're gonna find out. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Goodness. gracious. So like I think there's like a long clip and then a short clip of what it was. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Let's see here. Ooga booga. Hope the bruises have healed. Oh, yeah. They're basically almost all gone at this point. I think I just have like just like it's really not much at this point. I just have like a scab that's barely that's barely there and on one knee, and then the other knee it has it's a lot better than what it was, because I think like by Saturday my whole knee was blue. It was like a pretty deep blue / purple. Now it's just like little scattered parts of pink at this point. It's a lot better than what it used to be. Alright, let me just put that away for a second and find the vigil. Oh, wait. I think it's just because of an output issue. So let me just adjust this real quick here. I think I'm gonna just move it in the corner here so y'all can see a little better. Pause our music. I'm gonna change our output from the VOD music to so the general. You should be able to hear it. I'm gonna change the volume to what I usually play it as. Okay.
Okay, we need to take a picture. Can we like? Okay, first of all, chat.
I had no idea.
It's Cha-Cha and Cha-Cha. Look.
I just thought she was recording. I didn't realize it was a stream.
Wait, okay.
Maybe because I was so dead tired.
Hold the chocolate together.
She did say it. You're right. I must have been dead tired because it flew over my head.
Oh no! Are you gonna post it on?
I can't believe they captured that.
That is so canon for Cha-Cha.
I was jokingly saying, "Oh no, I've got to hide all my smut because we're gonna use my phone to take photos." I can't believe they captured that. Ah! I'm gonna go hide on the corner. Hi, bitters. Then we took a photo with the chancla.
Okay, post it on Twitter. Yes.
I have to post it.
Sweet.
Now that I'm not dying anymore.
It's actual real
There's
life.
Eve! Take this shit at me! There she is!
Can you like do a spin? This is like original. This is you turn around.
There you go. There's the boing boing physics.
Hello. Amazing. I love the pearls. This is
See the chancla right there. I had to take a photo with that.
No, I love how you got like the little blue sash, this skirt. You even have the pumps. Hello. Can you like raise them higher?
It was,
raise them higher.
man, those shoes were super comfy.
Yes.
It was like very, very heavily cushioned.
Yeah, high neck.
That's crazy.
Okay. Anyway, I can beat my own vibe.
Man, my feet and ankles were super muscular. Holy smacks. I didn't even think about that.
It's fine.
I don't want to hear from you, Bitters. You look stunning as well. Chat Bitters here also did lovely cosplays throughout the weekend.
I've got 8 years of martial arts on my belt. I can't actually be. But the problem is that's what they want.
That's always what they want. It is.
But yeah, this what happened. It was a very fun interaction. I wish I was more awake at the time because I probably was. I already had like 2 nights of no sleep by then. I was already like super fatigued at this point. Okay, I'm glad y'all could actually hear it this time. Okay, so I think it's just like an output issue because I've been trying to split between like regular audio that stays in the VOD and then music that doesn't stay in the VOD. So that's what I've been trying to be doing. But yeah, that's me with Cha-Cha. I had to get that Twitch partner right now. You know what? It'll happen. It's not a matter of if, Kulak. It's a matter of when. Um, I'm still very grateful and happy with like the community, the current community we have. I'm always happy to have more joining in, but yeah, it'll happen. It's going to happen. All right, I gotta move this back here. Like a fun little surprise. Yeah. I'm gonna just drink some more tea. Give me a second. Ah. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. Yeah, it was super fun. Super fun to get to go and see Cha Cha in this cosplay. I definitely will pull it out in the future. I am definitely gonna next time I'm gonna try to do a shoot in this. I'm trying to think like if I did a shoot in this Cha Cha cosplay chat, where do you think would be a good set for it? Aside from like somewhere homely, you know what I mean? Cause like totally imagine like this during like while like making cookies or something. Your house, that's crazy. We need to get like those super aesthetically pleasing real estate homes that they use for like, you know, like those glam shots and then just do a shoot in that. I feel like that might be the easiest one. Go to the local IKEA. You're so right, Bitters. Yes, I've been seeing videos of cosplayers doing shoots at IKEA. You're so right, actually. Yes. All right. Bet. That's a great idea. I haven't had cookies in a hot minute, actually. Man, some soft baked cookies sounds good. Me and Bitter got the same brain cells. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the badges I made for Easter Fest. So like I didn't make the text and graphics myself, but I did rearrange it to make it all nice and spiffy for the Easter Fest concert. If you guys hear scraping noises in the back, don't mind that noise. That's Balrog enjoying his little chew toy. It's just a little noisy when he's scraping. Just don't use the display toilets. Is it the ones that are like really nicely folded at the end that are like it's folded like a fan or folded like a triangle? Pet cam? Man, I gotta set up the bun cam. It's just been a hot minute. You're right, Zhuang. I should get to that. No, only is the display toilets. Oh, wait, at IKEA. Wait. Sorry. I totally forget. Like, there's certain like guest bathrooms that have like the super aesthetic toilet paper. You're right. You're so right. That totally flew over my head. But yeah, this is just like a little thing that I helped kind of like reorganize. I did not make the graphics, but I think it looked very nice. Whoever was the graphic designer of it did a great job. Hi, Keith. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, and this is me backstage before going on stage in my cosplay. It was really fun. I got to go and meet a couple of people backstage who were also going to be performing that night. I had a very fun time chatting with them. And yeah, I got that backstage experience. Yeah. So like I got to go and hang out around sound tech, like when we're doing like the sound testing. And then I went up stage when it was my time to go to introduce Cha Cha to her performance, and then just went my merry way. But I had backstage access and everything, so that was cool. But I had I think it was what was really interesting with this Cha Cha cosplay chat was the color of the wig is heavily influenced by the lighting, because I had to like custom dye this wig to fit closer to Cha Cha's color. So like when I got this wig, chat, I didn't have enough time to get a new wig, and what came in the mail was a lot more pink than I wanted, because like Cha-Cha's hair is more on the purple side. So you know what I had to do? I had to go and make I didn't have a chance to go to the store to buy dyes. So what I did the really old school cosplay method of using Sharpie ink as a dye. So what I did is I mixed a ratio of Sharpie ink and rubbing alcohol, put it in a spray, like a little spray bottle, and just layer by layer spray Sharpie ink onto the wig to darken it to the color I want. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely an older cosplay technique. If you guys know the Homestuck era, yeah, it was that. It was a technique I learned from the Homestuck cosplayers, but it got the job done because I just needed it to cool down the colors. But I noticed that on camera, depending on the lens and the lighting, it's still super bright. But when I was taking a photo in this area, the colors were perfect. So it was very interesting. I think now that I have more time to touch up the cosplay, I'm definitely gonna try to actually, dye it a little bit better. Yeah, it's old con techniques. Really shows my age. Yeah, it is a thing. So it's just so it helps me control like how much dyeing like of the ink, because when you look at Sharpie ink, it's not like black per se. It's like a very dark bluish purple, which is the exact pigment I needed to like dye this wig. Of course, I'm still in my prime despite being 13 billion years old. Yes, of course. I'll never go out of age. It's all about the mind, the mindset. Don't worry. It was a webcomic, but it is it was very iconic for its time. Here's a nice aesthetic shot of the backstage, by the way, with the crowd coming in for the concert. It was very cool. I just remember I was like sitting in the corner and just leaning back, crossing my legs while peeking at the crowd. Yeah. No, it was like really no pressure. I wasn't nervous at all. It was just more of like just kind of like twiddling my thumbs waiting to be on stage. A little nervy. I don't know. I wasn't nervous per se. I think the only part of the whole time I was nervous was trying to put the mic back on the stand. Because like I haven't been on stage like that in a very long time. Not since my choir years. And so like I'm just like, oh shoot, how do you put the thing into the thing? Oh no. So I'm like as they were trying to like Chacha was performing on her screen, I was like, please go on the stand. Oh my gosh, why aren't you fitting? What is happening? I managed to put it back in the stand and I just skittered off stage. For the concert, what songs and groups are playing? So for the concert, it was they had two cosplayers, so me and a different cosplayer on stage to introduce the performers. So I cosplayed as Cha-Cha and introduced Cha-Cha herself. She did a couple of songs. We also had Nyanny perform live. We also had Mint Phantom, which I didn't know, but apparently this was her first time performing in Texas, which was super big. So that was amazing. That was really cool. I didn't realize Mint. This was like Mint's first Texas performance. I'm trying to remember. We had Lucia, and I'm trying to remember. I think there was also Fefe as well in the lineup as well. Kofefe. So many VTuber calls makes me want to do a VTuber cosplay. You should. What are you thinking of doing if you do? Love Mint's performance. Yeah. It was very cool to see everyone's different styles of performance and also like how they sang. Definitely taking notes since I will be doing some singing covers very soon. So I'm taking notes. It was very cool to see everyone's different range of abilities and like different genres. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. There was like a really good range of genre going on. Was there a metal rocker in one of the performances? Definitely a rock performance. Yes, there were like some rock performance and some rap performance as well. I think Nyanny did like rock and rap as well, which was very surprising since I would not have expected that from what her model looked like. So it was a really big weight gap. You know what I mean? Yeah, there was a mosh pit. It was really cool. I think it was like very, very briefly a mosh pit took place. That's right. Not even sure who I would do. There's lovely ladies and gentlemen. Saba would be fun. Looks comfy, but I'm so tall. Juniper would be fun too. Juniper would be quite the project. But I think it'd be really sick. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Because there was also like a good corner of people doing the Wotage, which is like the super high energy light stick movement people that you see in idol concerts. So they were like at it the whole concert. Bro, just looking at them, I was like, damn, that's a workout. I gotta commend these people having the energy to do that. If I didn't have to worry about being in heels or in cosplay, I probably would have joined them. I used to do it, but damn, I couldn't. I had to conserve my energy. But light stick dancers give you bicep pain. I throw my elbow bad. You always got to keep them bent for that reason. Never keep them locked straight for that reason. But it was very fun to watch the entire performance. I got to go, besides going backstage, I also got to go and hang out with the sound crew as well. So I got to go and see like all the fun tech involved for the concert as well. Nanny performance was active. She was running around, going to the crowd with a chair. That's true. I think it was very bold, very bold move for especially because like it's a VTuber and going into a crowd. That's such a bold move. Yeah, she did great. It was again really cool performance. I was just like, whoa. I don't think I would have ever anticipated like a full like crowd interactive performance. But she nailed it. She looked like she had a great time. Woke the crowd. Oh yeah, for sure. I never would have anticipated something like that hands on too. It was really cool. I think it was also really cool how confident Nyanny was too. At least like Nyanny seemed confident. Definitely seemed comfortable doing the performance. This is basically the Oshi bar. It was like mid transition, but it was like basically after the concert while everyone was cleaning up. I'm like, yeah, we survived the day. I'm recently following is one to name My Veg, beginner and fighter, and plays rock metal. Makes you to meet and greet in the Oshi bar. Oh, really? She had a meet and greet at the Oshi Lounge? Ooh, I'll have to go and check. It was actually a really lovely selection of people that came in for the meet and greet for the Oshi Lounge. It was really nice to see. Also, I have to give a shout out to like all the sound, not only the sound check crew, but also the meet and greet helpers too. They definitely try to do their best to make sure like, everyone was taken care of, and also like crowd foot traffic. There you go, that's the word. Foot traffic was like being done. I'm so tempted to eat this chocolate that my friend gave me, but I shouldn't. I have to find ones that don't have dairy in it. Very tempted. Weebcon, she was part of the Metal Rock Performance concert. Oh, and Carrier Con. Ooh. Was it for Oshi Bar for the concert or just like for the meet and greets? Because I know besides Easterfest, there was another VTuber concert that was ran by my friend Angel Steps. And that also went super well. Unfortunately, because I was a very all hands on deck at my table, I wasn't able to go and see the concert in person. But I'm genuinely happy that it went well for her concert. Oh, meet and greet. Okay, gotcha. This was rare. Finally, my one and only time I was able to go downstairs. I think this was like on Saturday, and I actually had to go and ask my friend Natty Boo, who was part of the Weebcon staff, because again they had a. Remember I told you guys I was worried whether or not I was a little too how you say scandalous for my cosplays for some of them. So on Saturday, I was like, oh, I really wanted to go to the atrium to go get some photos done. So I asked my friend Natty Boo, hey, quick question. And I gave her a little spin in my uncle cosplay. Do you think this cosplay would fly for Weebcon standards? And she looked at me up and down. She's like, as much as I want to say you look amazing in this, unfortunately, no. You're too strong. Too strong. Way to put an Addy wrap in my car when I get a nice one. If you do, please let me know. I will. If anyone in my chat actually does want to do like put little old me as on the wrap as on their car, please let me know. I will go out of my way to actually help you with like the design aspect of it too. Or like an illustration for it. Please, I would be happy. Oh, that would be so. I'd be so honored. Seeing them work on the car live was cool. Friday the car was blank and wondering why it was there. Oh, it was blank. Wow, they did a good job then on the spot. If I get funds for a new vehicle for cons, I'll wrap it. Wow, what? That's definitely a goal. What kind of vehicle are you thinking of, Seb? I'm so mad that Sab would have hounded you for that Anka because the atrium is such nice tropical looking spots. I know! I heard and I vaguely remember from previous years. Yeah, I would have to like I feel like if I were to actually try to make it happen better, I would have had to like bring my heels and then just cover myself with my coat. So when I was walking around the show floor in my uncle cosplay, I actually took off my heels, put on I had like these walk home flats that I walked around with, and I had this really long red coat that I wore for the weekend. That is basically how I was able to walk in and out of the convention center without being alerted by staff of any of my outfits all weekend. That was basically my cover up coat, my modesty coat, so to speak. And so I would feel like I would have to be like, just huddling around, skittering across the convention center to get to the atrium, quickly put on my shoes, and I would have to like get a team with me where I have someone help take photos of me while another one is like a scout / lookout and or distracting staff away from my photo area. Just like quickly distract them away, keep them from looking away. Currently, merch is a Tetris game. Something that'll fit merch better. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Something that I would assume for Seb's case, something that fits merch better with decent MPG. Seb needs a mob van. I wouldn't know. I don't know whether or not a van or a truck. Since would it be like a van or a truck that would be more suitable? But yeah, it was super cool to see the Zendaya car. I love the illustration on it too. Super cute art of Zendaya. Oh, that's right. That reminds me. I think like since Treya's meet and greet, she had a like a full dragon model, if I recall. Yeah, she was like full dragon mode on her meet and greet. It was super cool. But yeah, man, I would love to have like a full future funk style for a wrap. That'd be so cool. I'm gonna get Addy wrapped on a monster truck and call it the Star Destroyer. That actually sounds really badass. I want to invest in that, but I want at least one joyride. Ooh. That would be good. I don't know if running would be better than just owning one. I think it just depends how frequent you'll use it to make, to make the most of it. So sorry, my congestion is building up. Give me 1 second, chat. I just have to pop my nose. Yeah. I'm just glad I'm not swollen on my throat. Okay, I have more tea. I currently have pineapple green tea. Speaking of this car, what's also cool right next to it? A Senpai Squad DJ playing live, literally inside a van. Speaking of vans, they actually had like a whole DJ live setup playing inside a van. That was so freaking cool. Renting cars terrible right now, so investing in a minivan would probably be a better choice if travel was more in the cards. Wait, why? Is it really? Also, I like this DJ. They like Jirachi. They're okay in my book immediately. I just saw this little guy after I took my phone. I was like, wait, they like Jirachi. Hey. Yeah, but yeah, that was really cool. Really cool setup here. Oh, okay. So this was like in between. Again, I had like my coat and flats on, but look what I saw in the atrium. I think this was like, I'm trying to remember where it was specifically in the resort, but like it was like a whole, I think like a taxidermied bull. Look how cool that is, chat. It's just there. But yeah, that atrium area at the resort was so nice. Goodness, I really wish I was able to take photos in there. There were so many different like biome spaces. There was like a Wild West area, a tropical area, and like also like various like foliage and animals like this there. Rent a small car, at least in my area, which is in the middle of nowhere. It ranges to 150 to 260 a day. Of course, larger cars mean more money. Think about how many days you would need to rent the vehicle. Oh my gosh. Gotta show me one of these days I've ever make it out there for tourneys. Fair. I'm like past them all the time on my room. He's next to the Zeppel. Zeppel? Like sliding down a line, Zeppel? But yeah. Oh, it's a restaurant. Oh, sorry, I haven't had a chance. Again, Pitters, I've never had a chance to like actually explore that resort, especially because like I wasn't staying at the resort. It was a very come and go situation. But I had like quite a few of my friends not only staying in the rooms, but they were also like hanging out at the bars and enjoying the restaurants. Was there a spa at that resort as well? I should have considered like having like a little spa time there. We gotta leave Seb to man the table and skitter around the resort. I mean, as long as I was covered, I feel like the resort staff would have looked at me funny. With enough money, Seb will do it. You know what? Taco brings a very good point. Ooh, a hot tub. That sounds so nice. What the heck? Oh man, that was like one of the things I really needed over during this con that I did not have is something like a hot tub or a bathtub to soak myself in. I God, I I'm not gonna lie, chat. I truly was. This is my line. This entire weekend was I am running on a leave. What was it? What was it? Caffeine, a leave, and a dream. That is what I was running all weekend long. That was my chant to get me by. Caffeine, a leave, and a dream. Because I was tired and sore, and I was heavily relying on painkillers just to be able to wear heels the next day after a whole day in heels. Whew. Felt so good on the feet blisters. Oh my gosh, I wish I had that. Luckily, no blisters. I am genuinely happy to report I did not get blisters despite me being on heels this con. I think the only thing I noticed, and I still have that I'm resting from, is a little numbness on my feet. Like a little numbness on my big toe, I think. Yeah, at the corners of my big toes. There's like a little numbness going on, but it's slowly coming back. I'm slowly starting to feel things around that area again. But like no bunions, no blisters, no nothing. So I'm sure as long as I rest properly, it will be okay. Oh, maybe 1 second, chat. I'm going to turn on the lights in my room. It is affecting my tracking right now. So give me 1 second. But yeah. You bet your sweet booty. As soon as I flew back home, before passing out, I took a nice hot soak in my bathtub. I literally ran to my bathtub, kissed the rim of the tub, and been, oh my god, my baby, I missed you so much. And I gave myself a very nice, relaxing bubble bath. Yeah, I was on my knees kissing my tub. The rim of the tub. The edge of the tub? Isn't it the edge or the rim? Which reminds me, I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. I was going to say after stream, but I have a meet and greet slot for Cyphacon, actually. So I actually have multiple slots for the Cyphacon meet and greet chat. If you guys are in Louisiana and are going to be attending Cyphacon, I will have 3 different meet and greet slots. My first slot is actually going to be tonight from, I believe, 11 to 12 Central Standard Time. So not too long after this stream, I'm going to go and start gearing up and getting ready for the first meet and greet slot, which is kind of like a collab style one where you'll actually get to play games with me during the hour slot. So it'll either be like a 20 questions game where I'm going to have you think of a Pokemon from between 1st and 3rd gen, because that's the range I have decent knowledge on. And if I can guess the Pokemon within 20 questions, I win. If not, the viewer wins and they get a prize at the booth. Or I play golf with friends. It's Pikachu! Yes. What do you mean hole? What do you mean hole? But yeah. Ribbon relaxation. That's crazy cool love. But yeah. And then the second slot is going to be tomorrow, Saturday. I will have like a regular chatting meet and greet starting at around oh my god, my brain's fried. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then after that slot, I will switch on over for another hour slot for another game collab. Yeah. So I hope you guys could come on by if you happen to be going to the event. Or just if you're not going to Cyphacon, please give some love and support to Demipact. I would love to. I know Lucy Bubs and Sneepact comes here sometimes to come and say hello. I I really y'all should go and like give that group some love. They're a bunch of sweethearts. NASA's live streaming right now. You have until April 27 to get it. Sit and watch for their stream for an hour. Oh my god, bet. Oh my gosh, why didn't I know this? I'm literally from space. Excuse me? They could just be watching me for an hour and it counts because I'm from space. What? That's so cool. What the heck? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh, they just came back? Oh, that's so cool. Hi, Libet. What is up? I saw your cutout at Weebcon. I was looking at your cutout at Weebcon and be like, oh man, who's that handsome fellow at the corner of my booth just hanging there? Better get that hour in right now. I mean, you said it's till the 27th, right? I'll have to go check. Are they streaming 24/7 or do they have streaming times? I did. Yes, I saw your handsome cutout just hanging at my booth all weekend. I should have taken a selfie with that. Livet's model is so pretty. So handsome. I don't know their frequency of live streaming. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay. I'll have to keep an eye out. Oh my gosh. I have a sneeze coming. It doesn't want to come out. So annoying. Okay. Also, chat. I want you all to perceive this and tell Seb he did a good job. Because I was doodling all weekend at the back of the booth, like in between purchases. And look what Seb drew. Seb drew himself. I think he did a great job, right, chat? Very accurate, right, chat? Mm-hmm. Right? I think he did a really, really great job doodling himself. Yeah, it's a very accurate depiction of Seb. You know what reminds me of the style-wise? Peppa the Pig. It's like a very child storybook friendly version of Seb. I actually unironically love this. I don't know about y'all, but it's so cute. I unironically really think it's cute. Wait. Hear me out, chat. We turn this into a sticker. We didn't turn this into a sticker, actually. It'll be as like a little bonus sticker if requested at the online shop. Bet. Make it a tip sticker. Ooh, like out of the jar. I feel like he's underrated. He doesn't get enough recognition. Well, what do you think we're doing right now? You know, I don't think Seb cares about recognition. He just thinks about money. Yeah, as long as he's making money. If they tip, they get a treat. Oh, like they get a sticker if they tipped. Okay. You know what? That would make a lot of sense for something with Seb. Yeah. So I think that's a very good point. If you give a tip on the online store or at the con, you get this special Seb sticker. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That would be a very appropriate thing. Very Seb thing to do. You're so right, chat. Oh my gosh. Finally, a cosplay photo. That's crazy. I'm so sorry, chat. They're so hard to grab at this weekend, man. I could not get any Onka ones aside from that one photo you saw at the table. But I got a few selfies with Tifa. That's something. I think this was literally towards the end of the day, too. I was so tired, chat. I think this was probably like an hour before I had to load up the booth. So I think I even took off my false lashes. Yeah, my lashes are not on in these selfies. Been 2 hours for the cosplays. I'm trying. I'm distracted by the backdrop. Oh, you like what you see in the back? You should see the other side. Very demure. Yeah, I'm so demure right now. But when I turn around, I'm just like So could you get that person out of the way just of the real stars of the photo? Oh my gosh, my doggies. I mean, I understand. I totally get it. Four-legged gremlin in the bag. Oh, what? I wasn't on all four legs. They are amazing. I appreciate it. And now that we are back for Weebcon, guess what I have time to make? The other dockies. I'll probably finally have time to work on Zayd and Xavier finally. Oh my gosh. Finally. It's been 84 years. They're always, these take like blood and sweat, chat, I swear, man. The fact that I managed to finish Raphael within a week is a miracle. But that's like full lock-in rendering. Be sure to stock them on your dockies. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the Addy docky. You're right. I gotta work on that next. We'll be cooking on that pretty soon, actually, now that I have time. Because again, chat, we're not gonna have a con for me to sell at per se until possibly September. Because I have, I'm waiting for applications for San Japan and TwitchCon to open up later, like in a month or so from now. Or like in a few weeks. So if I can get into TwitchCon and San Japan, there's prep time for that. Spending all the money on ID Docky. Alright, I'm gonna have to send some polls pretty soon on that matter because, chat, I need to know what would be, should we do it like a size accurate one, or is there like a certain size Docky you guys are looking to? And also, material wise, that's not even a question. Two-way tricot, that's the way to go, which is the material that my Love and Deep Space ones are. Now, the next question is, should we do it illustrated it similarly like the Lads Boys, where like you'll basically have like a front up version and a side view with like, you know, a nice ambiance to it? Will be size accurate, 5'6". For my model, her size is 5'5". That is her lower height. But because of her being in a hot ball of gas, sizes can vary. So that's the lovely part about being from space. Remember, chat, I'm a star. I'm probably pretty large when I need to be. I'm just very compact right now for your convenience. The side one as the backdrop of a room. Yeah. So something like my just chatting room space. Yeah. So we've got a lot of things to explore on that. Now, I won't render it to the same style as the Lads Boys, but it's still going to look very nice. Compact needs gravity pull. You're right. Here you go. Here's another selfie. Me locked behind the table. Shackled behind the table, so to speak. Just little old me, just stuck. Hey, welcome back, Sam. Backside view would be nice as well. Wait, okay. So when you mean like a backside view, would you mean like I'm lying on my tummy as a docky design? With my booty up in the air for no reason whatsoever. Hi, Mid. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Oh, your booty out and about. I see. Okay. Lavrin, hi. Welcome. Hi, Charge. Ready for... Whoa! Oh, God. Hold on, you almost made me choke for a second, Seb. That's crazy. That's way on the nose. Sheesh. That's crazy, Seb. Seb said it's time to work. Oh my gosh. I thought was gonna be something like, tasteful like the Lads boards, where it's just like a frontal shot and then a side shot. Damn, that's crazy. Fine, we'll see. I'll see what I can cook one day. Actually, no, not one day. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be inevitable. Okay, I will keep that in mind. I gotta finish my Lads boys. I'll have to see. I'm right now in the midst of like kind of like restructuring my shop too. So I got a lot of really good feedback during Weebcon actually about how to go about merch drops. So I got really good input by friends that I met at Weebcon, and I'm very grateful for the knowledge. So I'm gonna be putting that to the test pretty soon. Gonna lurk for a bit. Okay, good luck. Okay, so like towards the end of Weebcon, this was like during my drive back from Dallas, because I have to like make sure my inventory is all nice and set before flying home. Look what I saw, chat. Man, Balrog. This would win Balrog's heart, don't you think, chat? Also, unironically, where can I get a leash like this for Balrog? Like, actually, I need to test whether or not it's bunny safe, because vests are actually pretty good for bunnies, not collars, because you could actually hurt them. But something like a vest like this would be pretty sick. Now, I don't know if the spikes are safe. It looks like they're photoshopped on. But man, I wish there was something like this for Balrog. That'd be so fun. I just like saw these really funny shirts I saw during during my drive back. Oh no, that's a good one. Or probably not one Addy size. Why were you even thinking about an Addy size one in the first place? That's crazy. It was strictly for Balrog. How could ya? Okay, question. How does one say hey with Riz? Is it with like a suggestive tone instead of like, hi, hey? It's hey. Would it be like that? Is that hey with Riz? Pretty much. For Balrog, yeah, not what was it? I mean, Addy on a leash sells. That's crazy. You know what? I would say that's a crazy idea, Cosmic, when I literally have a product line coming up with that idea in mind, which is probably where you recalled it from. I'm just waiting for a proper time to release those, because the production time for that's going to take longer than usual. But yeah, I thought those were really funny to see. Oh my gosh. So these bars, chat. Okay, so if you guys don't know, if I can at cons, I like to be able to go to either Sam's Club or Costco to get snacks and like necessities. So that way, like, I'm not completely stranded at booths. Because, man, y'all know convention food and drinks, absolute highway robbery. So expensive. So, besides BG Bosu, oh my gosh, this guy is the GOAT, by the way, Chad. So, like, not only I had the privilege to sign on his hat, he also brought over some goodies. So he also brought in some like very fun souvenirs, because he also went to another con that was happening on the same weekend, I believe, Creators After Dark. And no, I'm trying to explain, Seb. BG Bosu brought snacks, but you brought this from Costco for us to eat at the booth, or for everyone to eat at the booth. So like not just me, but like Bosu and like all of our friends that came by the booth who were feeling famished. You know, we made sure that we had food and drinks available, so we're not stranded. I will also say though, I was not anticipating, because of the fact that I was with Oshi Lounge as well. They also brought food and drinks as well. So I'm happy to report I did not have to worry about starving this weekend, which was great. I was very heavily reminded by everyone around me to eat and drink properly, and I'm very grateful for everyone looking out for my health. I will miss whoever brought Pocari Sweat. So, the story with that bitters, she has a Costco membership. Her future husband's going to be well taken care of. Oh, I hope they're ready for any meal prep, because I'm a meal prep girly, or like I'm gonna be bulk buying and storing away like a little squirrel. Don't need to eat when you're 3 beers deep. Oh, brother. Okay, I will drink beer if I don't have to worry about dieting, because like I'm very conflicted with beer, because don't get me wrong, cracking a cold with the boys sounds great, but at the back of my head, I just think, man, I'm just drinking straight up bread juice. That is what I legit think of bread. It is bread juice. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it tastes bad. It's just horrible macros for me. Because like every can of beer, I think you're sipping through like half a loaf of bread per. So I try to drink like vodka or like harder liquors, or like scotch and whiskey, so it's a little more concentrated, you know. That's what I like to drink. But cracking a cold with the boys, once in a while, is not bad. Which I did at the end of Weebcon, I did have some beer. But yeah, bitter. So I have a story with that. So for the Pocari Sweat, so for the con, I found out that there was a reason why GG Subs was not able to. There was like a confliction between, I think, the resort staff and certain tables like GG Subs and Pocari Sweat. They were not allowed to have liquid samples or any liquid drinks available at their booths during the con, due to a confliction between, the resort / convention and them. Pocari Sweat had a workaround, because they had literal warehouse crates. I think like 3 full-on box crates. Not like little, like, how do I explain it? Like actual like trade rectangle crates, where they had a lot. They had to get rid of it as much as they could, and they weren't allowed to give it to attendees. So they went around pallets. That's the word. I'm so sorry. I couldn't find the word. Thank you, Seb. Basically, they were trying to get rid of them as much as they could, but they weren't allowed to give it to any of the convention attendees. So they went around and were desperately trying to give it away to all staff and volunteers as much as they could. So if you were part of, like, if you just went up to them and be like, hey, I want to take a whole box, or I want to take a whole like stack of them, they would have said, sure, take it, please. You're doing us a favor. So they were like, they really wanted to get rid of the Pocari Sweat. Don't get me wrong, it's great. I love the Pocari Sweat. It's like if you guys don't know, it's like a very popular Japanese sports drink brand that you see in animes, like a product placed in anime quite often. It's like a grapefruit flavored electrolyte drink. Yeah, it's called Pocari Sweat. You see it in a lot of sports animes. It's product placed in there. It's like a grapefruit flavored electrolyte drink, kind of like Gatorade. Yeah, but I think it's like less sugary in my opinion than Gatorade, which I love. Yeah. There was so much Bacardi, so they have much attended by any chance I took some. Yeah, they were desperate trying to give it away. If I didn't have to worry about space coming back, because again, I had limited space with my merchandise, I probably would have taken a stack for myself. They were really wanting to get rid of it. But it was really cool to see them there, though. I do recommend Pocari Sweat if you guys have access to it. It is a pretty good drink if you like grapefruit. It's like a nice sweet grapefruit Gatorade, basically. Other alcohol works too. Yeah. I love me my dumb baby juice. What can I say? The resorts ever trying to hand out ramen at the atrium. They had ramen, and you didn't bring me any bitters? I'm hurt. That would have been nice to have. What? I have such a bad dehydration, and I would have loved, especially since I'm going out to the barn more. Oh, honestly, I've been doing pretty well with my hydration. It's just I have to get back to, now that I'm back home and settled, I have to get back to my 2 liter challenge where I'm drinking 2 liters of water every day. But I'm working myself back up to that. Oh man, I finished all my tea. Now I gotta go back to my coffee. But yeah, in Texas, HEB sells them. Ramune or Pocari Sweat. They probably would have charged me really like $8. You know what? You're true. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right, Bitters. I appreciate you for that. Actually, I will say, shout out to Bitters. Bitters actually went out of way to bring coffee to to us at the table all weekend. Big sweetheart moment. Thank you so much, Bitters. You're right. I'm respectfully been shut down for a very good reason. Now I'm gonna shout you out even more, Bitters. You know what Bitters also did, chat? She also helped out at the booth when we were swamped at our table. Bitters went out of way while in sexy cosplay, may I add. She was one of the days she was a bunny girl, and the other day she was also the Chimera lady in Dungeon Meshi. Yeah, while being in sexy cosplay, she helped out around the booth. What an absolute superstar! Yeah. You could do your kitty little screams all you want, but credit is due where it's due. Okay, I appreciate you. I like manual labor. No, I think it's not just the manual labor. I think she just likes to be called a good girl after the day is done. She likes the praise. Absolutely was a good girl. But yeah, these protein bars, am I right? Oh, look at distraction. Anyways. Honestly, chat, these are pretty good. Would eat again. For what they are, for what protein bars are, pretty good. Would eat again. Yes, protein bar. Yes, delectable. Yes, delicious. Yeah, 21 grams of protein. And it's gluten-free, too. Wow. No artificial flavors. Oh, yeah. So, what was it? I ripped Pokemon packs with friends during the evenings. And look at this full art Clefairy card we got. Look how cute this is. This is definitely, if I had it, this would immediately go in the personal collection chat. This is a cute card. Would have it in my collection. I could never hit your protein goal. You know what I've been doing lately? Now that I came back, I have like a bunch of rotisserie chicken left over that I have to go through quickly because they're on their last leg. So what I've been doing is it's like already cooked rotisserie chicken from Costco. I slightly process it so it kind of has like a ground chicken texture, and I just have it as congee in the mornings instead of putting eggs. Because I've told you in previous streams chat that in order to hit my macro goals, I like having steel cut oatmeal, but I process it to a finer texture. I cook it like it is congee or congee. I'm sorry, congee. It is like a rice porridge, but instead of rice, I use like steel cut oats, and I flavor it similarly to rice porridge. Now I put the chicken in it, and it's basically very nutritious morning mush. Delicious. I mean, Addie didn't use that on me. I will follow her to the ends of the universe. That card to be specific. Oh, the follow me? It's just such a pretty card chat. I just love it. I'm a sucker for Clefairy. I love the anything that's from the moon/space Pokemon. Yeah, even Deoxys. I'm pretty chill with Deoxys. I'm banning my tuna sticks because I had a parasite scare. Oh, that's fair. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. I am trying my best because of macros. I'm trying to eat more beans and canned tuna because it's very affordable and great protein ratio. I'm trying my best. But I would like make the tuna into like a poke bowl, or like I make it into like onigiri. So it's definitely been like a game changer. I think my favorite ingredient to mask the smell has been sesame oil. That has been the GOAT. Oh yeah, I saw this while I was at a Buc-ee's gas station. Excuse me. Sorry, my congestion's building up. Yeah. Oh, you know what's really cool? I wasn't able to grab it in time. There's like these two horses right here. They kissed. They did a little nose boop together. It was really cute. They took it like as I was trying to get my camera out, and they went back to their little areas. I was so sad. I know, they were very beautiful. It was just very pleasant to find in the middle of my drive back. Some nice little Uma action. I can just imagine just chill Uma girls just hanging, getting the princess treatment. Yeah, it was very gorgeous horses, and the fact they did the little nose boop was super cute. It was just these three horses from what I recall, but because I didn't see any other horses. But yeah, it's very nice. It was a nice change of pace. Concept makes Seb cosplay the trainer and be Umas. You want Chad to be the Umas? You know, if Seb had multiple, like, you know, other VTubers beside myself that he was managing, I could see that being a thing. Because I know for a fact that, like, as of right now, you know, he's managing both me and Zeoshin, in a sense. So I could imagine just me and Zeoshin being Umas. Oh, yes, an Orca. Yeah. Yeah. 3 Umas. Yeah. What other VTubers are you managing right now, Seb, besides us 3? Is it just us 3? I'm going to start either Daitaku Helios or Ines Fujin cosplay someday. I need to finish my Hishi Amazon cosplay. I haven't been able to finish it because the ears were lost in transit at this point. So, very unfortunate. Sorry, NDA. You're so right, Seb. I apologize. That was disrespectful of me. You're so right. Sorry, homie. I could bake you some ears. How to see? Voila. But if I were to do Hishi Amazon, I already have her PE outfit based on like her support card. But I'm also thinking of whether or not to get like the Uma, like the Academy uniform, because it's gonna be some time before I'll have access to like a sewing machine to actually like make her her personal racing outfit. Yeah, that's why I was thinking like Hishi Amazon would be a great cosplay for clones, because like not only is it iconic but it's comfortable. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll see. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering, Buc-ee's is hiring paid weekly. I just wanted to show you what kind of pay rates Buc-ee's had, because like they're actually kind of fair rates. I was very impressed. And apparently, if you work on the weekends, you get extra pay. Like, that's impressive. Like plus $4 an hour per hour. Yeah, plus $4 on Sunday per hour. That's amazing. Like, what? Dang, look at those rates with the manager. The general manager makes this much rates. That's crazy. This is like really fair prices, shockingly, chat. Look at that. Experience not necessary. That's and look at the look at the rates on that. They said experience not necessary, but look at these pay rates. And it increases if you work on the weekend. Cosmic, that is so fair. But for people who are like, they're trying to find work right now and they're not, confident with like their current like experience rate, this is pretty good, especially for Texas standards. This is good. Is Eddie trying to tell us something? No, not at all. I'm just saying, it's pretty good. Let's look. Full time with healthcare, additional 2 hours for weekday overnight. I'm just saying. That's crazy. Just giving people options who might need it, that's all. Not the job app. I'm just saying. It's just a very great option for people in Texas cuz man, this is like almost nice for like Cali standards. Almost. I'm going to say almost just because of how expensive it is in Cali. Oh, yeah. At that same Buc-ee's, look what I saw, chat. Look at this giant whole tower of barbecue sauce. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. This is a whole thing of barbecue sauce. I'm pretty sure that's not like an actual barbecue sauce tower, but still, the fact that it is skinned as a barbecue sauce tub is crazy work. I don't think I've ever have seen this in other Buc-ee's before. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's the water tower, but still, the fact that it's like, it's skinned this way. Do you have a code for checkout from Buc-ee's? I would love to collab with Buc-ee's one day. That'd be funny. I should have like a Buc-ee skin one day on my model. Or hear me out. I was actually thinking about one of my vendor mutuals, Spicy Panda, I think that's their name. They actually made a design, like a waifu design of Whataburger and Buc-ee's. And I did get their explicit permission. If I were to make a cosplay, I got the okay to use their design as inspiration for the cosplay. So I don't know if you guys would be down, like, for our Texan viewers, for me to do like a Whataburger or a Buc-ee's waifu. I think that would be a very fun idea. Oh my gosh, wait. Can you imagine a Buc-ee's Miku cosplay? Because, like, every Miku is canon, chat. We gotta do a Buc-ee's Miku. I think that's fair game. Because I saw it. I think just at Weebcon itself, there was a Buzzball, the alcoholic drink Buzzball brand. There's a Buzzball Miku cosplay I saw at Weebcon, and there was also a Dunkin' Donuts Miku. Yeah. Finally, I'm so excited. I'm just saying, those pay rates were pretty good. We need assistant general manager or higher for it to be worth it for me, but very tempting. I'm just saying, this is just a great option for people who are trying to find a job to get started or just something. I think it's just good info to share. Raid tower, down with the government. That's crazy. You will kill in those cosplay. We'll see. I'll just have to see how I cook up about it. Because I think that's a very fun, non-anime-ish idea that I think all of the local Texans would appreciate. Since I do a lot of cons in Texas. And then I could do a photo shoot at a Buc-ee's. A safer work one. Yeah. I wouldn't do a spicy one. Because, oh my gosh, that reminds me. So, you know how, like, this whole sauce tower, there's, like a design on the front? There's an actual nutritional facts in the back, chat. Look at this. Nutrition facts. 1 serving per customer. Serving size. 1 heaping portion. I love that they try to do, like, Southern Gram. Southern Meemaw, where it's, like, they always have, like, those super, like, ominous, ambiguous, size proportions when you're trying to measure something on a recipe. One heaping portion. And calories, a few. Wow, that's some great macros, chat. I think it's very cute that they have like this little description. It's super cute. And it's something you don't see unless you actually go up to it and go behind it, by the way, because this is in the back of the building. So they had like a side parking lot, and this was like this like in a quiet side of the Bucky store. So this was such a fun attention to detail kind of like a display that I found. So always open, friendly staff, cleanest bathrooms. That is true. Bucky's takes big pride on being the cleanest bathrooms. Great food, fresh coffee, and all the fuel you need. Yep. The percent day of value tells you how happy you will be at Bucky's. So, I love the attention to detail. This is so cute. Travel They're just so clean. And the stalls, they actually give you full privacy. I love that as well. Those are full privacy bathrooms too. I really appreciate it. And then the fact they actually have like a little light that tells you whether or not the bathroom stall is occupied, kind of like at those parking lots where I have like a red light and green light, whether or not it's occupied automatically. That's nice as well. The Bucky's bathrooms are built different. Everyone needs to take notes. And then after I had a little lunch break behind that little tower because it was nice and shady. Yeah, there are 2 different hand sanitizers in the bathrooms. Yeah. And then pretty good washing stations as well. But yeah, I had like a little picnic behind the water tower because look how shady it is right here. It was super nice. Had like a little picnic sort of a situation by this. And then when I was done, I had some leftover fries and I fed them to the birds. My God, these birds were ravenous. I remember just like having just to shake the box. And the birds knew immediately what was up because, like, as I shook the box and tossed it, look at all these birds that just arrived. And even more came, by the way. This was just as I tossed the fries. So, they were on it, chat. But I think, like, I'm trying to remember, what did I have from Bucky's? Because I had, like, the Chipotle burrito on the way to Weebcon. That was, like, my only thing from Bucky's. Oh, no, and I also had some, I like it was, like, they said sort of spicy. I had, like, some chips that were, like, chili limon chili. It was, like, sort of spicy. Those were really good. And then on my way back, now that I was allowed to be a big back, I treated myself to, I think, like the chocolate and whipped cream pudding parfait. That's like one of my favorite things to get from Bucky's is the chocolate pudding because it has like a full layer of like Oreo crumbs and whipped cream in the middle and like whipped cream on top. It was very good. And then I also had the Sunkist soda with a little mix of the orange creamsicle soda with a scoop of the Bluebell ice cream. And I took a few bites and then just dumped the rest of it into the soda to make an ice cream float. A nice cream soda. And then I also had the brisket mac and cheese. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I would eat that again. That brisket mac and cheese was so good. That's definitely a post-con meal. I had a bean, cheese, and potato burrito and a brisket sandwich, and I missed it already. Oh my gosh, the brisket sandwiches are really good. I like the I like how dense they really pack the brisket on some of the sandwiches, but man, some of them are kind of pricey. I think like the XL one that was like really thick with brisket, it was like $14, which it was a lot of meat to be fair. But the brisket mac and cheese was pretty good for its price too. And then I also tried their peach cobbler and apple pie from Bucky's during the trip back as well. And the peach cobbler was good. I just personally wish there was like a pie or like kind of like a tart or a pie breading to go with it because I just thought it was a little too rich as is. But then again, I'm not very experienced when it comes to cobblers. It tasted good. I just wish I had some sort of like tart or pie filling to go with it, in my opinion. but it was very good as is. And then for the apple pie, it was like a fried fritter in a sense, not a fritter, but like it was like a thinly wrapped pie, like pie dough material that was fried, and then it was sprinkled with the apple pie filling inside. It's like kind of like an apple pie you get from McDonald's, but much more flakier. Yeah, and it actually had like cinnamon sugar topping like sprinkled on it as well. So definitely not in the car friendly. Definitely will spill on your chest/lap when you eat that. But it was very good nonetheless. I think that with some ice cream would have been good. Yeah, if I didn't combine my ice cream with the cream soda, I probably would have had like a vanilla ice cream with an apple pie. I would have done that next time. Let me see what else. What else did I have? The chicken. I also I think like Seb also had like the fried chicken and fries combo. Very affordable for what it is. We tried the sauces they had that came with the fried chicken. So there was a chicken sauce and a special sauce that you were able to get, and I definitely like the special sauce more than the chicken sauce. I feel like the chicken sauce was like a kind of like a honey mustard, but I feel like the ratios of it were a little off. It was a little too much more on the I don't know how to explain it. The ratios just felt off for because I'm very picky with mustards, and that mustard was not it for me. But the special sauce, ooh, that hit right. It was that one kind of felt like it kind of reminded me of animal sauce from In-N-Out. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It was like Bucky, yeah. The bussy sauce, is that what you call it? I just know it was like the special sauce. But yeah, it was definitely, it kind of reminded me of In-N-Out animal sauce. That's what it reminds me of. It was very good. What's this about special sauce? Oh, the Bucky. It's the special sauce from Bucky's. It's like a dipping sauce you get at Bucky's. There's like two different sauces. What is up, King Bay? I'm just recalling my time back from Weebcon. We're just talking about on the drive back from Weebcon, and took a couple of stops, including Bucky's. And we're just talking about the stuff I ate from Bucky's. I think the next thing I want to get from Bucky's is probably trying their hot sauces, because they actually had like some interesting like hot sauce flavors from Bucky's that I would have loved to try. Because I love adding hot sauces to my my savory oatmeals. Because like if you guys don't know, again, I like having savory oatmeals in the morning because I like having rice porridge. It's similar flavor profile, but I like adding hot sauce just to have a little kick to my my meals. So far, the bulldog hot sauce is my liquid crack. Oh my god, I love the bulldog hot sauce. I'll drink it straight from the bottle, man. It's so good. Or like just from the noodles, I'll suck it from the packet, man. It's so good. You ordered porridge? Oh, what kind of porridge? Like, is it rice porridge? Is it oat porridge? Is it really called the bussy sauce? Okay, I will keep that in mind. Good news, 30 more cons to go, and you can move out. Yeah. 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 Roast pork and preserved egg. Like century egg? Preserved egg? Imagine Addie doing bulldog hot sauce shots and ripping card packs. Wait, so I would take like just like a good old off of a bulldog pack while ripping cards? Ooh, that's a bold move. I'm guessing preserved egg is that century egg thing. That sounds about right, yeah. I just need another hit. I I love me some spicy food. So I would not mind it. Now, I had to keep in mind how the rest of my body will react to the spicy food. Because, like, I may be chill, but I'm probably going to be having, like, similar symptoms like right now where I'm going to have, like, a runny nose or teary-eyed. You know, just, like, just normal symptoms. Oh, yeah. This was in the Buck. Look at this poor Bucky's, man. This thing has been violated. What happened, chat? Why is there something long and heavy pressed against his back with all these hands? That's crazy work. I swear to you, chat. I saw it like this. I did not. This was actually on. This was actually on the Bucky. Plus, when I got there, it was already there. I couldn't resist the cake. I get the hands. Okay, I get the hands. It's like the same urge you get when you go to a grocery market and you just have the primal urge to slap a bag of rice. If you know, you know. It's like, and if you haven't, you should. Okay? There is like a satisfaction you get when you smack a bag of rice at a grocery store. Okay? But like, do not check the cameras. That's crazy. But like, it's not just a handprint. What is this mark right here, chat? What is this mysterious elongated mark just plopped on the back of this poor Bucky? And you know what's even worse? There were full witnesses, a whole crowd of witnesses. Oh, the stories they could tell if they could tell me. I guess we'll never know, chat. I guess we'll never know. But yeah, that was just something really funny to see at the Buc-ee's. I was like, wow, this Buc-ee's been through a bit. The horror in the eyes, all tell. Yes. Did you know, chat? If you're lucky, they will actually have Bucky come out to come and say hi to you. I've had it happen probably once or twice ever. But I thought it was very cute that I got to go and hang out and talk to Bucky himself. They actually got like someone in a mascot suit to come in and like say hi to the kids. But I talked about it in a previous stream how like I got to like play catch with a ball with the Bucky. It was very cute. I didn't know like when does Bucky come out? I was leaving it and I saw him and I don't like mascots, so I walked out very fast. Oh, you don't like mascots? Oh, I mean, they're just friendly. I think special occasions. I'm trying to remember. Was it like during the winter or like towards Easter? They tower over me too much. I think one of the cutest things. I think this is just specifically for Disney mascots. I think it's really cute when they try to make noise. They always do the like little kissy noises to you when they want to talk to you. It was very cute. It was Easter Sunday when I saw him. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah. Okay. Also, chat. Look at this bad boy. So when I was at the Buc-ee's, there was also a bull-shaped whiskey decanter. This was so cool. Oh, don't let Seb see me. Do not let Seb see me. Huh? Huh? I mean, I think I have a photo of the glass itself, so that's what it looks like out of the box. It's really nicely made. I was just so shocked to see this at a Buc-ee's. But yeah. My liquids. I gotta stay hydrated for the love of all that's holy. But yeah. It was definitely heavier than I expected. But don't know. Should I have got a chat? You think Seb? You think I should have gotten it for Seb? I feel like Seb's like, what do you mean? and I feel like if I did a Seb was like, and jeopardize my cut? Absolutely not. How much was it? I think like $70. I think. I think it was about $70. Found it on sale for $50. Yep. We were thinking like when I saw it initially, I was like, I wonder if we can find another version of it online, just because it's like it's marked up. Usually Bucky stuff is marked not bad, but I'm just like, I wonder if I can find it in something else offline. Because I don't think this is going anywhere anytime soon. Because I saw 2 Bucky's locations so far when we first saw this. That also had the bowl. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not like a temporary or limited stock. Oh, shocker chat. I tried. Guess what I found? I found a Pokemon vending machine. Wow. Also shocker. Look. Of course it's on maintenance. Why wouldn't it be, chat? Why is it always like this? It was like the third time I found a Pokemon vending machine that was like, oh, sorry, we're currently stuck performing maintenance. Never got out of maintenance. It's cute though. I was not anticipating to find just a Pokemon vending machine out in the wild. Oh, you think it was on purpose? Damn. That's diabolical, man. That's so crazy. But yeah, look how cute. They have like a little Snorlax and a Pikachu sleeping. Very adorable. Yeah, I rarely get to see like official Pokemon vending machines, so this was like a spectacle for me. But it's a shame I never, like, I think out of all the locations I've seen, I never have seen any that are like actually available. It's always like either out of stock or maintenance like this. Cleaned out. Oh, you know what's also really nice about Easter chat? All the Bunwee stuff that is on sale out or on clearance because Easter is past. I was actually low-key tempted to get this, but unfortunately I was not home yet. So I was just like, oh my gosh. It was like during one of our pit stops actually. So I was just like, oh my gosh, look how cute it is. They have Reese's Puff Bunny cereal. Yeah, they got bunny-shaped Reese's Puff cereal. That's so freaking cute. Honestly, if I was, yeah, right? If I had a chance, I would have gotten this in a heartbeat to take it home. I need to check if there is any in my area. Maybe I should get it for myself in my grocery store. But yeah, it's like Balrog Puffs. Yeah, right? Let me see the macros here. 12 grams. 160 calories per 1 cup serving. Yeah, you're gonna feel full after a 1 cup serving of cereal. Yeah, okay, buddy. You're funny. That's a tease. But yeah, I would kill this. That looks so good. Or like, oh my god, you know what'd be really cute? I would mix this with like a Greek yogurt parfait or like overnight oats. Oh my gosh, this would be such a cute topper for overnight oats. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I can make that work. I can make that macro friendly. Hell yeah. Yeah, that would actually be good with that. Okay. You know, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to go and find this in my area. Because this was in Texas. I hope I can find one in my area. If I can, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, you know what else I found that was bunny themed? Look at this Peter Rabbit chocolate rabbit chat. It's looking into my soul, chat. Look at him. Is there a thought in there? Or it's just, I don't know, man. So there's 2 thoughts of mine. whether it doesn't even have a thought or it's just piercing into my soul. I feel like he would be a great minion to Balrog with those eyes, with those peepers, chat. But yeah, I don't think I've ever have seen this like illustration style of Peter Rabbit. But it comes with like a little storybook. It's super cute. Is there a god in there? You know what? That's a good question. That's valid as well. Oh, the amazing digital circus. Okay, yeah, with the eyes like that. You're right. You're very right, Golan. But yeah, it actually comes like a little storybook. I'm so used to like there's like another illustration style for Peter Rabbit that's like kind of like soft watercolor, but the illustration style is very different. So it was really cool to see like another reiteration of Peter Rabbit. I did not eat the chocolate yet. I don't think I'll be able to finish that much chocolate at once. So it's still in Texas. I still have to go through all this chocolate that my friend gave me. I'm gonna go through it slowly. Oh, sorry, I they just hit my knee. That still has a bruise on it against my desk, and it shook my desk and tumbled down some of the stuff I had on it. Ooh, that hurt. I may be recovering, but yeah, that bruise is still there. Yep. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Surely, slowly but surely is what I was trying to say. Oh my god, it's almost 10 and I have to work at 6 a.m. Oh my goodness, Bitter. Good night. Sleep tight. Can't wait to booth babe for me again someday. Thank you. You've done me a great service showing me that sweet, sweet ankle bone. Oh my gosh, chat. Oh my god, that reminded me. It was so fun. So I was cosplaying this weekend, right? You know what was my favorite cosplayers? That were my friends, my VTuber and cosplayer friends. You know what? They were all cosplayers in my heart because they got to cosplay as my chair a couple of times this weekend. What a great time. They were respectfully cosplaying as my chair. In their words, not mine. Thank you for the hydrated posture check. That was the last of my liquids. But because we're not drawing, I'm not fully shrimping, but I will stretch my back. Good thing. Man, I was so sore yesterday. I'm so glad that's not the case anymore. Okay. And then at the airport, look at this. They had like live violin. Like it was like a group of like a string quartet basically doing a live performance at the airport while I was waiting for my flight back. Luckily, I had no delays, no long TSA lines. But it was really cool to see them play it. I remember I was like going there's like a little hallway from here behind them that takes that's like as you get out of the TSA gates, you get towards your to your gate. And so they were actually playing A Whole New World, the Disney song. It was very cute. I was like, wait, is that what I think it is? And so I got to stick around and watch them play for a bit before my flight. Please stay away. I don't know what other songs they played because I stuck around when they finished playing A Whole New World. And then I just merrily walked my way. I'm very glad that the airport, my airport experience has been pretty chill. I know it's been pretty crowded for certain other airports, but I'm glad my case wasn't so bad. I usually, again, I leave I leave for the airport about 2 hours early. So by the time I get there, I probably have like an hour or so before I have to board, so it was pretty chill. Had plenty of time to do work, especially on the way, so that was nice. But on the way back, I just being chilled and like watched a couple of movies. Hi, Monarch. All right. As per requested, mods do not shout out Monarch, but I'm still gonna say you're cool. Hi, welcome to the stream. We're just finishing up our no, Sam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Monarch. I literally asked and was denied. So sorry. We were just talking about how we got to have like live string quartet performances at the airport I was at, which was very lovely. And then I was on the way back. I watched 2 movies. I think I saw one that was like The Intern, that was with Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway, I believe. And then I got to also take a look at the newer Wicked movie. I was very shocked to see it already in the on the flights. I guess it's been that long since like the second part came out. It was very interesting to watch. Yeah. What a rebel. Yeah. You're gonna scare off our cool kid here, man. Balrog's trying his best to really look cool to Monarch. Oh man. I also saw this at the airport. Bro, look at these prices. So like there was a vending machine that was selling like trading cards. So they have like baseball cards, One Piece cards, and Pokemon cards. Me and another guy were like looking at the prices for these ETBs and packs from Pokemon. Bro, Phantasmal Flames ETB for $235? Get out of here. Miss me with those prices, bro. Mega Evolution ETB 219 buckaroonies. That's crazy. It's almost the price of the Pokemon Center variation. No, but like that's like the resale price of the Pokemon Center variation, I'm assuming. That's like the current market price, right? Yeah, this is like non-Pokemon Center. This is just as is. And I think like here, I'll show you like what like just like they had like Japanese ones too. So they had the booster box set right here. 1 pack of Japanese Terrestrial, $30. $20 for Obsidian Flames for 1 pack. And I think the most diabolical price I saw, a 151 pack for $55. $55 for a 151 pack. Get out of here. I looked at like the dude that was next to me that was curious on pricing. I shook my head and shook my hand against my neck, being like, brother, no, don't even bother. This is way worse than scalp prices. This is absolutely diabolical. I remember when I flew in, I saw this vending machine when I flew in. I saw a mother trying to buy something in the vending machine for a kid, and I actually had to stop her. I did the Lord's work and be like, ma'am, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have a better time buying this online. This is not the prices you want. I had to like kindly tell her, this is not a good price. You could get it at other places better for your kid. Because this is diabolical work. 1 Prismatic Evolutions pack, $30. Absolutely insane prices. I can't believe. I really hope people didn't buy from this. I really hope. And this is me at my gate with my Pookie. I remember. I think Cosmic was the one who commented on my laptop pic. Be like, where's your mans? Here he is. He was with me the whole trip, chat. He was just hiding from the authorities because he was too bored committing crimes. He got bored, committed crimes, went back into hiding, the usual. What I want to know is why the mom even considered it. I no idea. Maybe the kid was being extra good and was trying to treat the kid to something, but I was like, you can get it at a local card shop at a better price than the airport. Even like I get it, like some card shops price more, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's all gonna be better than what I saw at that airport. Eddie, who do you use to make your stickers? Oh, I actually make them myself. The only stickers that I don't make are the card decal stickers, because that is specifically a UV coated material, and the machine for that is about $10,000, which I don't have that kind of money. So yeah, that is made in house by Seb. Bro, airports are lit. I usually fly with Southwest Airlines, even though I'm not too happy with their new policy changes, especially, oh my God, RIP baggage check fees. They're such good quality. Yeah. So like basically Seb makes them. So basically I make the designs and I make the printing files, while Seb actually does like the laminating and cutting. Just because the sticker cutting machine is in Texas. But I make the files. Seb does do a good job. I'm a Delta girly. I don't mind other airlines. I think it's just because, again, because I mostly fly between California and Texas. Those are the two main areas. Southwest just makes the most sense. And they at least they are still affordable, I guess. But man, I really miss the baggage policy where you had 2 checked-in bags for free. They took it away recently, and it still breaks my heart to this day, because that was like the bread and butter for so many Artist Alley people. Yeah, I miss it already. Delta's expensive. Didn't they change their boarding too? Yes, it used to be a first come first serve seating arrangement. Now it is pre-assigned seating arrangement, which I'm just kind of like, bro, why are you taking any what's left of what's your competitive edge now? Because I think now, in order to do predetermined sitting, it is a first cut. Like, how should I explain it? It is pre-assigned sitting. But if you want to get certain spots on the plane, you have to pay like an extra $20 to get a specific spot on the plane. Delta is good. Delta just has good plane safety. That's true. I will say though, I've rarely, knock on wood on this one, because it's very rare that it happens, I rarely ever get delays on Southwest. Usually everything is pretty smooth. If anything, sometimes I even arrive early. I did notice from the recent flights I did, they upgraded their planes, or like the interior of the planes just got redid recently. And they changed their snacks. So like in the previous years that I've flown, they had previously like cinnamon graham crackers and the sweet onion pretzel twist that I really love. The sweet onion pretzel twist. Those are so good. I love them a lot. I actually like, sometimes I just keep a pack and just save it for later to snack on. But they started adding pistachio nuts, which I'm very shocked, because I thought the whole point of the previous snack was to avoid nut allergies. So now you get like 3 whole snacks you get during the whole entire flight, which was so cool. I'm really liking the pistachio nuts because I love pistachios, one of my favorite nuts. And they had a honey roasted pistachio snack pack you could get. It was really good. I feel like all the airlines are nickel and diming now. Yeah. I honestly still really miss the OG Southwest airline policies. Because it's not only just that, they also updated the mileage rates. So like for Southwest Airlines, I'm a Rapids Rewards member, and so the more you fly, you get a certain amount of points, and you can redeem those points to discount your next flight. So with the new changes that happen, basically you also get less points for how many miles you fly, basically, which was very, very unfortunate. So I think the only way I'm able to like really utilize that point system is if I like, which I don't want to do, but it might have to be an option if more traveling is up in my horizon. I think I'm not going to be traveling as much this year, so I'm not going to consider it, is to get their credit card. I'm not crazy about that, but, you know, that reward system is pretty tempting. But it's very unfortunate. But, hey, yummy pistachio nuts. Yummy. That's a great trade-off. But yeah, I really love my new duffel bag. I recently got I just traded off my my laptop bag for this new duffel bag I got, and I attached it with with my new luggage tag that comes that I got. I got a new strap keychain that you can't see in the photo, and a little cloth bag. So it's all really nice and matchy. I love it. However, I think what I'm gonna do is I might be replacing my carry-on luggage pretty soon, which is the green luggage here, just because the fact that one of the zippers is like completely broken off, and I have no way of how to like put the zipper back on the tracks. I've me and Seb and other friends at the con have tried putting the zipper back on, and it's just not wanting to do it. I'm thinking of just upgrading it to like a bigger carry-on bag, and when I do, I'm gonna stick all of the VTuber stickers I have met at previous cons and just slap that baby on, and also all my B grade stickers. So all the stickers I made that did not pass the quality check, I'm just going to slap it on my luggage. Modern Adult Devil's Contract. Yeah, basically. I've got a whole thing when it comes to credit cards. I hate the fact that it's basically a necessary evil at this point. Yes. And here's all the merch I got. A very humble but tasty amount. Just don't mind the one in the corner there. I just had oh wow, what a tasty haul, am I right, chat? Do you guys like my haul? My lovely haul of goodies here. I got this let me see here. I got this really sleepy sleepy kitty sticker, and this lovely pentagram, very unholy sticker from some vendor and VTuber friends. I think from Key, I believe, I received this beautiful Fiendish Blabu from Love and Deep Space. It's official merch, apparently. I just looked at the little corner here. There's actually like a copyright, not for resale, but oh well, I got it anyway. So it's like this magnetic cable, like cable organizer. It's really cool. Something I could take notes from merch later. And then I met one of my VTuber friends, Aura Corbe. So I got a sticker from her. I also got a sticker saying, "Hello, I am a sim for fictional men." And of course, who are we kidding, chat? Of course I have to get Pookie merch. This was actually from a previous con. I think this was from Anime Impulse Dallas. I just had it folded up and put it in a photo card frame. So it's just survived in my bag since then. But I got more stickers. I got photos. So I actually got these photo cards, this sticker, and let me see if I can this sticker in the corner right there by BG Bosu. So that was very kind of him. He picked them up from from vendors at Creators After Dark. So thank you, BG Bosu. That was very kind of you to feed me girl dinner. I'm always so hungry. Wow, I feel bad for your wallet. This was actually a very humble poll. This was actually mainly from friends and trades from vendors. So I actually had a pretty decent budget. This was actually a stamp rally prize from Miso and Tofu. She had a Love and Deep Space stamp rally from a convention in another con. And she saved an extra prize set to give just to me. So I got this nice little Pookie print. And then I also found the Tsukibi men's booth. And yeah, I rated it. Your girl had to. I'm sorry. I was weak. How could I say no to that? How could I say no to that, chat? How? Also this one right here too, which I did have to put a sticker on it because it was necessary to do so. But I digress. What a yummy haul. And then there was also a little blind bag pull I got from the Phase Connect booth at the Oshi Lounge as well. It was so nice. Yes, yes, yes. At least Eddie is still under 2K for the year. Merch-wise, we're gambling in the game-wise because I should put a screenshot of how many gems I've saved up for Silas's birthday banner that's coming up next week. I'm so ready, chat. You have no idea. I actually have, like, my pity rate is guaranteed to give me a Silas, no, I don't want to say a Silas card, but a 5-star card in less than 12 pulls. I will actually riot. I will scream if I don't get a birthday card from that. If I got debated by like just a regular 5-star card and it's not Silas, I will riot. I saved so much. Did you reach VIP status yet? No. I have not. Bro, I don't even know how to even get to VIP at this point. How much money do I have to pour into the game unless I'm like a multi-banner girl or I'm like actively trying to max out all the cards? Shuang, how can you say that? How can you say that? Oh, you wound me. You're focusing on a house. Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm budgeting. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. See, you're so right. Yes, I'm aware. I'm heavily budgeting myself. Guys, chat, as you see on the top of my screen here, I am trying to save up to move out so I can have more creative ways to stream with you guys. Or at least you don't have to worry about an AC blowing or me being cooked alive, so to speak. So, any contributions to helping me move out is always great. Time to fund the VIP treatment for the Star Ladies research. I'm very grateful, but it's also just helping me move out. The closer we reach that goal, the closer we can reach to making that gamble happen. But man, chat, oh man, so tasty. I'm eating so well. I actually already have it set up on my desk. So you might see these two figurines, these two acrylic standees just chilling on the table on a future hand cam for opening streams. But I will make sure this one is properly censored. You know, for Twitch reasons. And these have been perfectly added into my little notebook. But yeah, that is it for all the photos I took from this trip. So honestly, I've been so grateful being able to go to this Weebcon trip. It has actually been quite despite how busy and dead tired I was, send the uncensored version on Discord. Ooh, I'll have to put it in a censored channel. You're right. But yeah, I'm very grateful for this trip for Weebcon, despite me being extremely tired and kicking my booty as soon as I flew back. It was actually a refreshing experience. It was really great to meet everybody, from previous cons, VTuber friends that I know, like a lot of mutuals I got to meet. But also just like meeting a lot of new friends, I made a lot of new friends this weekend. And it really got me out of my head a little bit. Like in a sense that like I'm not as much of a outsider as I think I am, so to speak. So it was really refreshing for me. And it makes me a little more encouraged to talk to more of my friends on Discord. Because I've always been like a very shy texter. But this week it made me very encouraged to actually be a little more annoying, and it's okay to do so. I could be a little gremlin in the DMs. But I think it was also really fun to meet like other cosplayers, and just like the whole overall scenery was also very refreshing too. Hi Nari! Hi! Welcome! How are you? Wow. Yeah, I'm so glad I got to catch up on my sleep finally, chat, because I think like I napped just like a little bit on my flight back, and then uh yeah, because I was up all night separating my inventory before my flight. So like, sorry, let me rephrase that sentence. So basically, chat, when I arrived back home, I was dead tired. I passed out, and I probably was like, I was asleep as soon as I got home, and again, I was feeling a little rough on Thursday, which is why I had to cancel, because I ended up staying up all night to make sure I separated inventory for the next 2 cup sleeves event that I will be selling at. Silas looking yummy. I know you like my girl dinner. I'm eating so well. I did barely sleep, actually. I am very grateful that my makeup did a great job covering my dark circles. And I had like skincare that actually covered a lot of, or like minimized my eye bag, so to speak. Yeah. You could definitely tell I was tired, but I tried to do skincare and makeup to like really minimize the looks of fatigue. But yeah, I was up all night before the day of my flight trying to make sure I had everything separated properly for the next 2 cup sleeves for Love and Deep Space, because next week I will be having a table at the at a Silas cup sleeve event. So I'm going to be having all my inventory all nice and ready for that. My Cha-Cha cosplay was 20 out of 10. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Black guys, eye bags, bruises, girl, tummy hurt. You know what? I'm cool. Yeah, it was a rough weekend. So as much as I was like, wow, this was very, very refreshing for the headspace, I was on a leave, caffeine in a dream. I appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words with my Cha-Cha cosplay. I hope to tweak it up to make it more photo shoot ready, and also see if I could do the bunny girl variant because it's super cute. I don't care for the Cha-Cha, otherwise I would be catching feels. It's still a very comfortable cosplay. Actually, I cannot wait to use that sweater unironically, because that sweater was super comfortable and cute, actually. But yeah. I'm just very grateful for this trip. And I hope the next con trip I get to see more peeps again, because I think like the next convention, like just not even vending. I'm not gonna vend for these two. I'm gonna be going to Anime Expo as a cosplayer, and Alfkai. I'll be going to Alfkai as well. Hope Weebcon gets better. I don't know, man. I just feel like I don't know what's going to happen for Weebcon. I'm going to see if I can re-up. If not the end of the world. Just because like by the time I finally got the link to re-up my table, it already sold out. So they're going to be opening up waitlists in around May. So I'll see if I can try to get a table then. But I'm not crazy about the fact that they also increased their prices for exhibitor tables. Because guess what, chat? They increased their prices by $50 for next year's Weebcon. So an exhibitor table, the Artist Alley table's not bad. I think when I saw the price, it was like what, like $350 for an Artist Alley table, which of course sold out immediately by the time I got to it. But the exhibitor table, whew, $850 for 2027. Woo! That's a pricey. That's a pricey table. Oh my god. Super pricey. Which I'm assuming like with like processing fees, that's gotta be almost $900. That's really expensive. But we'll see. I will say, if I can, I would love to do something again, but it just really depends on what the scope of VTubing is going to be, because in my opinion so far, Weebcon has been so far one of the nicest cons for VTuber related merch in Texas. And then second place goes to San Japan. I think it's kind of like close 50-50 with like San Japan and Weebcon being like heavily VTuber related like stuff for. So I'll have to see. For Texas standards, it's pretty good. But if I can get it, I'm just hoping I get into San Japan because that's lotto base. So, but I'm also gonna try to let me see. I'm gonna try to see if I can join their art contest, which is gonna be coming up in May. So we'll make a piece for the art contest as well, just to like really solidify our chances. I will get in there, chat. We're gonna get in there like a raccoon through a back door, trying to sniff out some good trash. That's gonna be us. I'm gonna make it happen. All right. With that, yeah, that's basically the scope of things right now. Right now, I'm gonna go actually plus $50 on everything at Weebcon. Where's my doodle? I showed your doodle already, Seth. Hold on. I showed it already. We all said you did a great job, Seb. There you go. No art, no game. No, I'm actually I have to end stream soon because I have to start getting ready for my virtual meet and greet at Cyphacon. My collaboration meet and greet is actually going to be in like 30 minutes, so I had to prepare for that. My voice sounds normal. I'm glad it's not too out of the ordinary. Yeah, I had the beautiful and wonderful opportunity to work with Demi Pack to be in one of their meet and greet slots. Yeah, well, I'm gonna end soon. I gotta prepare, but yeah, I will be live again on Monday. If you're, I have to sneeze. Hey, that hurt my throat a little. I thought I was fully recovered. Anyways, sorry about that. Thank you. I'm going to be having my we're going to have like 3 different slots. So I have like the gaming collaboration one in about 30 minutes. So I have to get ready for that. Tomorrow I'm going to have the normal chatting meet and greet at around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then right after that, we're going to have another gaming collaboration slot. So if you guys already did the con, I hope I can see you. If not, I will report how it goes because it'll be a very interesting experience. Yeah, it'll be my first time, at least like virtually seeing a con outside of California and Texas. It's gonna be in Louisiana. Yeah. So we're gonna go and set up our raid, and I will be live again on Monday. Just as a reminder, get your Twitch channel points ready. We are going to be having an R Redeem stream pretty soon. So get ready for those Twitch channel points. I will upload on the Discord server further information and details on how that goes, so y'all have an idea. But yeah, look forward to that. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff planned up, especially because in May we're gonna have our stream anniversary coming up. So ooh la la. Yeah. All right, let's see who we can go and ride right now. Hopefully, let me see. Now we gotta drop the merch you got in Discord. Oh yes, I will be updating that within a week, Cosmic, because I gotta update the art shop and the portfolio site this weekend. That's gonna be my to-do list. As I want to say I'm getting better, but as you can tell, I'm still slightly congested, unfortunately. So I apologize for all that. All right, let's see who we can route. Makes me so happy that a lot of the VTubers I see, like a good handful, I got to meet them at Weebcon. It was very nice to see them. All right, I think I got an idea who I'm gonna raid. All right, everyone, I will see you all on Monday. Take care, all right? Bye. Thank you again for coming in and hanging out with me while we do our recap, despite me having a little stuffy nose. See you on Monday, okay? Take care, everyone. Bye. Bye. Yeah.